Raphy was cutting out for a second there. Are you on Wi-Fi?
He's fine.
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
I'm on my Xbox.
Oh, okay. You'll be fine. Okay. Xbox. Oh, Jesus. No, nothing. I've got nothing against Xbox. I'm just a PlayStation fan. That's all.
You're rowdy tonight.
All right.
I've been between both. I just stuck with Xbox because that's what all my friends had.
You know what? I've just been looking forward to tonight's show. There's some shows that I'm like, okay, this will be pretty cool. And some of them you're just like, yeah, I really want to know about this dude. So yeah, it's going to be fun, man. We're going to have a fun night. And I cannot wait. Yeah. I have the speed run is totally mixed up for the next new year now. I've totally made new challenges. Oh, God. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
First thing that comes to mind, just shoot it right.
Oh, well, right away, Hazel, make sure you have a 120-second timer now because we want to be entertained longer now. So
120 seconds? You mean 2 minutes?
2 minutes, yep. Or
it's going to go on forever.
Potato.
No, it'll be fine. It's just 30 more seconds of entertainment. That's the way I look at it. Okay. Let's get this puppy going.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for spending your time with us today. Welcome to episode 182 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. Hey, if you love to play the game Destiny 2, you've come to the right place. We're a couple of gamer dads that have played Destiny since that day one release back in 2014. Remember those days? And we're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We discuss key topics and news within the game and community. And we not only seek the stories of Destiny content creators, but we're a podcast that gives a voice to the stories of our Destiny players out there. And in this game, it's all about community. We're the show that asks, did you get all your mods this week? My video is useless now. Oh, never mind. I'm your host, Todd, the Gatr, and my co-host, Hazel, is here as well. Hey, man, how's your week been?
All right. I don't even know what the hell's been going on this past week. It's just flown by and drug all at the same time. It's kind of crazy.
I was just going to say that. Is it me, or does it just seem like it's Monday and then it's Friday?
Yeah, but when you're in the middle of it, it just feels like it's been like 4 weeks long.
Really? Oh, not for me, man. It's just blown by. It's just been crazy.
Yeah. Huh.
Family good? But, everybody healthy? Everybody doing well?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I found out that my kid's going to be in a school play.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, yeah, let's go.
Nice.
So, yep. Gonna bring up like a big sign or something like that. It's like, that's my girl. And like hold it up and that kind of thing.
Yeah. You can have the big giant camcorder in your hand. That's what it was when I was a dad. Anyway, don't need to talk about that. But
yeah. Well, fun fact: when I was playing football in high school, my parents had one of those bullhorns that they could push and would play like obnoxious songs and things like this.
So your parents were the favorites in the stands.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, for our side, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they just like play like Charge and things like this, and everybody loved it. And meanwhile, I just wanted to like crawl into my shell, like, oh God.
No, my parents were the opposite. They were very quiet. They're introverted people, so that's good, man. I would have loved that. Well, I mean, they're very quiet to themselves kind of people, so they wouldn't be bringing out a bullhorn to the game. And I was in football and baseball and all that, and they came to every game. Props to mom and dad.
Yeah, I'm picturing them going like, "Go team." Yay.
Well, it's like my mom would go, "Yay, go Todd. Yay." Here in spirit. We're here in spirit. Anyway, so everything's good, man, huh? Everything's good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Everything's good on the up and up. And, I'll probably have more news next week.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to catch up in Destiny too. I got words. That's for sure.
I don't know why.
I'm not getting into it. Right? You're not pulling it out of me here. There'll be an appropriate time. I'll share my remarks.
I'm innocent. I don't know what's been going on.
Yeah. It's been a good week. It's been a busy week, productive week. And, gosh, man, I've just been trying to get so much done. I mean, I got my hands in all kinds of pots right now. So it's just, hair's on fire, but that's kind of the way I like it. Yeah, it's been a good week, but I wanted to give a shout out to Brittany and Coma. They finally had their baby boy, Jesse, just a few days ago. So congratulations, Brittany and Coma.
Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah. That like picture that she shared with him and his going home outfit with the bow tie and suspenders, I was like, that's cute as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Yeah. She's officially a mama now and a dada. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Well, this week we have a brand new guest of the show. He's one of our newer members of our Discord community and a fellow Patreon supporter. He's also one of our original members of the famed Goop Troop. May I introduce Mr. Raphael9199, who I just call Raphy. I'm old. I need to help remember stuff. So how are you tonight, sir?
Not too bad. How about you, man?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good, man. It's going to be a fun show tonight, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, if I may, real quick, Raphy was not actually one of the original members.
Oh, did I get that wrong? I thought he was.
Well, hold on. You see, I got clarification from Bell that at this point, I've been technically part of it long enough. I was there the second raid that happened. And I was just told, you know what, just own it. So
there we go. So like I said,
I'm an advocate.
So like I said, one of the original members of the Goop Troop, as I said, it's going to be a long one.
Yeah, Hazel, jeez.
I'm telling you. Well, here's what we have. Here's what we have lined up on the show. First, we'll hear more about our guest, Raphael. Find out how he found this game we all love, Destiny 2. We'll catch up for the week in Destiny 2 while we're at it. Next, we'll test Raphy's Twitch reflexes in our new and further improved SpeedRun 2.0. We will have another topic of the week in Destiny 2, which will require some speculation, I'm sure. And then finally, we're going to go through and answer your questions from our speak pipes and our Discord question for the show, channel, add music to the Guardian Downcast playlist on Spotify and Apple Music. Oh, and I think there's a TWAB in there somewhere. All right, let's do it.
Thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or just visit our website at guardiandowncast.com for all the contact info and where else to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. We post those links in our show description every week.
So check us out, and later, Guardian.
Toddles!
All right, Raphy. I'm sorry. I have a hard time calling you Raphy because your name's Raphael, and I always want to call you Raph because Ninja Turtles.
I like that too.
But
listen, everyone calls me whatever. You call me whatever you want.
But I have to be honest, though. Gatr has called you Raphy so much that everybody calls you Raphy now.
Yes.
So,
it's working.
Yeah, it's
like peer pressure.
insane.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you reached out and, asked to be on. And I was like, good. I was glad you came to me because you were on our list. And I'm glad that you're doing it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad I was on your list. That makes me feel a little bit better instead of just being like, hey.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you which list.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
no,
you shouldn't have.
I guess I'll just
shouldn't have taken that bait.
Yeah, I was terrible.
It's all right.
But anyway, so we'll go with this. How have you been?
Not too bad. Just busy working all the time. It's crazy. Spend most of your life working.
True.
I'm a technician at a Mercedes dealership, so I do the working on the cars.
Okay, you can't just say that. You gotta explain that. What's your day today? What's your day today?
It's different each day. I mean, some days I'm like just yesterday, I think it was, I was pulling out a headliner out of a car so then I could replace a like the panoramic roof roller blind, something to prevent the sun from getting inside from the panoramic roof.
Sure.
And then 2 days before that, I was doing a cylinder head on a car.
Man.
So, I mean, it just varies.
Multitasker.
Do everything and anything.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Still new to it, too. I've only been doing the actual, like, what they call that's main shop. I've only been doing that for about 2 years. And then I was doing Express, which is all, like, oil changes and stuff like that for, like, a year and a half.
Well, they probably start people there. I mean, to kind of feel them out and see how well they do with Mercedes and stuff. Well, do you have to do any kind of training? I mean, it has to be pretty extensive training, what you guys do.
So I went to a school, and I actually still live in the same city that the school's in, which is crazy. I never thought I'd be here this long. But I went to a school called NTI, NASCAR Tech.
Okay.
Wow.
And it was like an automotive school, basically. And from there, you can sign up for these manufacturer-specific programs. And they had like Ford, Mopar, which was like Dodge and Chrysler and all the
don't waste your time.
all that other stuff.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Yeah, and then they had Nissans. They had a Nissan, and then after that, they had the like even more specific stuff, which was like Mercedes, BMW, Volvo, and something else that I can't. Porsche. That's what it was.
Nice.
And I signed up for Mercedes, got in, and they send you to a location, 3 different locations or 4. I'm not sure what it is now, but they either send you down to Florida, over to California, up north somewhere. I don't know. Up north. I hate the cold. And somewhere else, I don't know, Texas, I think. And I chose to go Cali.
Okay.
Good
For
choice.
3 months of training.
Not bad, man.
Nice.
So you take your base level courses, for automotive, and then you specialize after that? Is that how it works?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. I've always wondered.
And you were able to take multiple little, like, MSATs. So whenever I was at NTI, I actually took the Ford class and did really well in it and got a watch for it.
Nice.
Which was pretty cool.
Wow.
And then after that, that's when I took the Mercedes program.
Now, this is company sponsored, right? Not NTI? NTI just points you in the right direction and they hire you and get you in the program?
I'm not entirely sure exactly how that process worked. It was basically like a selection process. And what it was is if you got accepted into that program and you pay and like you pass through all of that, because you can get kicked out for failing too many classes, for missing too much class,
sure,
all this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was if you flunked out or got kicked out, you had to pay $10,000. But if you pass through and you go to a dealership, the dealership pays off that $10,000.
So you're pretty motivated
for a whole year
to get it done. Yeah, that's good. Wow,
yeah.
I never heard of a penalty. Jeez, that's rough.
Yeah, it was stressful, very stressful, especially with my drive every day.
You just put like a credit card on file, or do they bill you? I'm just curious. Oh, sorry, I'm getting in the weeds. Sorry, I'm getting too exact here. Anyway, go ahead, Hazel.
Yeah. Anyway, so before you ask for your social security number, and if you ever paid money to a prince of a cousin or something,
you too with my books on tape. No, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Don't click on this or PSA. Don't click on links that people send you in Discord.
I woke up to that.
Sorry. So, okay. Where do you live, roughly, and that kind of thing?
So do you want my whole history of living, or do you just want to know where I'm at?
You tell us whatever what do you want to
whatever you want to share.
All right, cool. So I want to tell you all everything.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
I grew up in California. I spent my first 10 years of life there, which is why I went back there for the MSAT program.
Wait a minute, it's important to understand Southern or Northern California?
Southern.
Okay,
absolutely
gotcha.
Southern. But also in the middle in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like
Sacramento or that area, I got you.
Oh no, this is like 29 Palms.
I was going to say 29 Palms. That's where whenever somebody comes in and they say like in the middle of nowhere, I'm always like, oh, 29 Palms.
Oh, okay. Yes. Exactly. I was born and raised there, and we were not military affiliated,
Wow. Okay.
which plays a big part because I moved from 29 Palms to Jacksonville, North Carolina, which is another very big Marine Corps town.
Mhm.
And so now I'm up close by Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. Nice.
We got a lot of North Carolina representation in our Discord.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's wild.
I mean, not as much as what's that state in the West where everybody and their mom is from?
State in the West. California?
Midwest, I mean.
Oh.
Kansas?
Texas?
Kansas. Yeah, we got a lot of Kansas, too.
Kansas.
We got a lot of Ohio, too. Illinois. I mean,
yeah.
I think I know where almost everyone's from. Well, that I've known for a while here.
Yeah, just don't point them out on a map.
No.
What brought you to North Carolina? Just work?
The housing. Well, actually, when I was 10 years old, because since I was born and raised there, my parents just moved us out because it was, I don't know, a terrible living situation out there. California sucks for paying for stuff.
Yeah.
So my dad's side of the family was out here in North Carolina, so that's where we moved. And literally all my family is back in California right now. Like my mom, my little older sister, my little sister, my older sister is out in Ohio. Strange enough.
Oh.
And my little sister and little brother are out in California with my mom.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
I'm the only one that stayed.
All right, I'm going to switch gears here. What was your first or earliest video game moment?
I would have to say it would be sitting there watching my dad play. I don't even know what SOCOM game it was. It was like SOCOM games, Ace Combat, and NCAA.
Nintendo. Nintendo.
Wow.
Ace Combat.
No, he had PlayStation 2.
SOCOM was PlayStation.
Ace Combat, I think was one of the... Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Fight Night. Fight Night Round 3.
Oh, yeah. I love those games.
Nice.
Those games are fun.
That soundtrack, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm going to get roasted for that comment, but oh well.
You better.
Yeah, the video game purists in our Discord are going to fry me for not knowing that. Ace Combat, my God, man, I played a ton of that on PlayStation. What the hell was I thinking?
They came out with Ace Combat 7.
I was going to say, what number are they up to now?
Yeah.
Like 9?
But here's the thing, Ace Combat would always improve on itself. It had the best graphics back then. I mean, it was so realistic for what we were playing, you know?
It still does have really good graphics on this newest game that they came out with. I think like 2 or 3 years ago. I beat that thing like 5 times.
That's what they always sell
game.
people. That's what they would always sell people on is, oh, you ought to see the engine now. Yeah, that's what sold more games. I mean, it was the flight simulator. I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know.
It was the flight simulator everybody wanted.
It was, man. It was.
Yeah.
It was the top of the line stuff back then.
Sorry, Burning Wing. I know that, you're Mr. Flight Simulator as well, but he's like the OG flight simulator where you're actually like landing it and taking it off and flying from, I don't know, Portland to Denver.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So he's like the hardcore guy like that.
Well, all right, Raphy, how did you find Destiny, man?
So I played Destiny whenever it first came out. I wasn't day one, but it was probably like that Christmas after because I was still in high school whenever it came out. And then I stopped playing because they started doing the whole $60 DLC. I got the first DLC, played it a little bit, and then hopped off of it because I was in high school, no job. I was playing football. There was no way I was going to pay for $60 every time the DLC came out.
Yeah.
And so I just recently picked it back up because my roommate started actually playing it first. And then I saw him and I was like, oh, dude, I got to play that again. And so here I am a couple months later.
Always pulls you back, man. It's a great game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that, man. Real quick, you work with another person in our Discord, right?
Yeah.
Bell.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to give, Gatr some heat because I believe he said Affelion was working at a Mercedes dealership.
No, I said Bell.
No, he said technical.
Technical.
He said
Yeah,
technical.
I said technical. Yeah. I only interviewed him. I should know. Yeah. For some reason, I get you three mixed up because you're all in the Goop Troop. Oh, well, I mean, no, Technical's not technically in the Goop Troop, is he? Well, he's not.
I can't see the list of names.
He's not one of the OG, I guess I should say. But he's played with you guys.
Okay.
All right.
I'll bail
started?
Gatr out here.
Thank you.
I'll bail Gatr out. Okay. So, what have you been up to in Destiny this week?
I did the weekly story, and I don't even remember. I did the weekly story, and then I was mostly chilling. I think I did a SpeedRun with soccer. And
Nice.
a newer member, I can't think of his name right now. He was a new person, Demon, I think. Demon Azura.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a spire run with them, trying to see if I could get the bow, and of course, did not get it. Don't have that luck. But other than
Not
that,
many do.
not a whole lot.
Nice.
What about you, Hazel? What have you been doing this week, man?
Oh man. Well, this week also includes last week. Just so you know, Raphy.
Okay.
So, yeah. Or since we last podcasted. So, there was Iron Banner this week.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely fun.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much I played Iron Banner and that was mostly it.
Did you get your double unlock?
No, no. No, I got one though. I was up until like 3 a.m. and
yeah, I know.
I hit one reset and I was just like, all right, I'm going to bed now.
It took forever, man.
Yeah. Here's hoping they buff that.
A little birdie told me they might be.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay. What about you though?
Well, I did my normal Tuesday night with playing comp with my buddies Warcry and Fluffy Fingers MD, and I've been floating around Gold 3 for like 2 weeks now. I get close to getting into promotion, and then we have one bad game and it falls back. I just kept ping ponging back and forth between the lower half of Gold 3 and upper half. But it didn't matter, man, because I was getting two things I was getting out of that night. One, I was getting to learn how to play with Fluffy. I mean, I've gamed with Warcry for a while now. I kind of know how he moves, but Fluffy's different. He's a different animal. He's definitely more active, more jumping to the fight. Knows there's you have to be expedient in some of these games, and I'm learning to stay with them and keep with them, and we're learning a lot about each other, that's invaluable. And secondly, just having fun, man. And I'm not really hung up on rank too much. It's kind of like an experiment for me. But yeah, having a good time doing that. We're doing that again Tuesday, so I'll let you know how that goes next week. I did play the story this week. Can we talk about that?
Sure. I haven't played it this week, but
no. Then I'll just say it was another pretty good story. It was. I think you need to play it first. You did that service to me last time. I'll return the favor because it's something you definitely want to play first. It's pretty critical to the story.
You're talking about the cutscene?
It was definitely a good story.
Yeah, the cutscene, the meeting.
Yeah, it got spoiled for me, so you're good.
Okay. Well, okay. So what happened basically is Xivu Arath, which is, her worm gets fed by war and fighting. So what they figured out is she's trying to make the Warsat, she wants the Warsat to be built and to start destroying things, because whether she wins or loses, her worm gets fed. So I think Mara and Osiris kind of caught wind of that and then went and talked to the Vanguard and one of the Brays. I always get them confused. Elizabeth
Anna.
Bray is the
Anna Bray is the human.
is the human, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
And they had a little meeting and said, okay, fine. Then what we'll do is we'll just hold the line, because apparently Ziva Arath has just been she has a ton of an army. She has a huge army, but she's only putting out just enough to keep the fight going. She's not dedicating her whole army. And I mean, she even told Osiris that she has 10 times the army that you're seeing right now. And Osiris is like, really? Okay. And in a nutshell, we decided to play along with her little game. But then when the time comes, hopefully Rasputin or the Warmind is going to be able to tether him or herself itself and not create chaos, which is what Ziva Arath wants. I'm really curious, man. I have to admit, this season has got me more interested in what's going on than any other season this year. I don't know. It's a very enjoyable season. It feels like they're wrapping things up before going into Lightfall. And what do we have? Two more weeks?
It's set up for Lightfall.
Yeah. And what do we got? 2 more weeks of story?
I believe so.
Yeah. So it's going to get good, man. I look forward to every week. So, I still have to get all my catalysts done on all the doggos and all that stuff. I haven't even began on that yet, but I'll get that done before Lightfall. But what do you guys think about that story? Raphy, you played it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was interesting to see exactly how exactly you were going to proceed after that. Like, I want to keep on playing the story to figure out
yeah,
what they want us to do.
Right.
If there's going to be like a new mission or what the hell is going on.
Yeah, and they have the emergency meeting at the tower. It's really cool. I really enjoyed it this week. Mm-hmm. So you'll like it, Hazel. It's not real long. Yep. It's not super long. It's not super grindy. It's a pretty straightforward story.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't it? I mean, in the trailer, I guess, or the cutscene, it was cool from what it sounds like. It was cool to see everybody together.
Yeah, exactly. Even Tidal was there.
It crossed like everything, you know? So, but yeah, I think part of the reason why you like it so much this season is because it's set up for Lightfall. And for once, they didn't spoil what the hell is going to happen in Lightfall. Right. Right. You know? So, like, they spoiled the shit out of Witch Queen.
Well,
they spoiled the shit out of Witch Queen.
Okay.
I mean, because think about it, okay? Season whatever, Savathun is stuck in a crystal.
Right.
And then all we know is something happens in between, a 6-month season. And they say, hey, she's out and she's causing havoc. There you go. Well, there's no drama there. There's no drama.
Yeah,
there's no.
Technically, it's a spoiler. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. And now here, this one is, we don't know what the hell's going on yet. Now, something tells me they're going to spoil it and something's going to go funky, but.
But wait a minute. Here's the thing about the Savathun story is they told us kind of how things are going to end up, but they didn't tell us how we're getting there. And to me, that didn't spoil it for me because they basically picked up right at the end of the season before it ended.
You still knew though that she was going to get out.
Yeah. But how was she going to trick us? That's what I wanted to know. How was she going to get out and trick us? That we didn't know how she was going to pull that off.
Well, she didn't.
But, in the end, yeah. But
yeah. So what else were you up to, Gatr?
That is about it. I mean, I've been trying to rank up the clan. I've been doing my bounties and stuff and, getting all that done. But it's pretty much the time I had this week. It was story and doing some Crucible this week. And I've been really enjoying both the story and the Crucible. And of course, let's not forget, good old Iron Banner was back this last week. And I had fun. I had fun. I bet you did. This is the most stupid game. This is the most stupid Iron Banner I've ever played. I'm just going to let it fly tonight because I was watching, one of my, streams back from playing Iron Banner this week. And I was looking at the scoreboard at the end of the game and I was in last place. And if you watch that stream and you watch that game, I was killing fools, man. People were trying to take that center turret area. I was killing people before they even had a chance to get on there. But here was a scoreboard. They have a score. No one knows what the hell the score means, but you have a score. And then it goes zones captured. Okay, That's fair. If you're not sitting on and helping your team capture zones, then, what the hell good are you? And then it has zones neutralized. That is the dumbest stat ever to put in a game because, yes, you have to sit on it and neutralize it and then cap it, of course. But why can't you just combine that into zones captured? And then the next category was zone defense, which apparently I got 0 because I must not have been on the zone. Because I was sitting there keeping people from taking the zone, just killing. But I wasn't getting any score for that because I guess I wasn't on the zone like an idiot looking to get shot or something. But I never understood zone defense. And then
were they on the objectives whenever you were killing them?
Dude, you watch the game back. I was killing people while they were trying to take it. I was killing people on the way to try to cap our zone. I got no score for any of that. And then the very most useless stat ever in an Iron Banner game is turrets destroyed. Who gives a rat's ass how many turrets I killed? Are you kidding me? So I'll just put a bullet into it and then I'll make sure I get score for turrets destroyed. This is the most useless scoreboard ever in Iron Banner. And you know what? I give Bungie kudos for making a new game type. They're shaking it up. It's called, it's like basically just zone control with a little timeout where everyone goes to the middle and fights over a center zone. That's kind of cool. I like that part. But are you telling me you're not going to put how many kills people get in the game? Because that does have something to do with win-loss. How many people you're keeping off of an area and a zone, literally. You should get score for that, but I feel like this Iron Banner was trying to get more of the PvE people to play, and they were just like, you know what, everyone gets a medal. Everyone gets a medal at the end of this game.
Except for you, obviously.
I don't appreciate that. I'm a PvE player that plays.
Hey, I'm a PvE player too.
I totally forgot to put in there.
I play both, but wouldn't you want to know how many kills you got in the game?
No.
No,
that's not the objective.
Oh my God. But it's part of the objective. You're trying to keep people out of a zone area. You're trying to slow the flow of the team to cap zones. How is that not valuable?
So I'll say
Maybe
this. Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead, Raphy.
Maybe you should have hung out with me because I don't know. Every time I played Iron Banner with Felion and Bell, I was always top of the leaderboard. I don't know why. I don't know how. I know how the points work, and I know how you get the points.
Oh, I know how. I got to the top of the leaderboard. You know how? I would run and capture zones and just let people murder me. I was like a sacrificial lamb, but because I was a sacrificial lamb and died trying to cap zones, I was at the top of the leaderboard. I'm like, that is not the right way to tell people how to play the game. I don't know. I just had issue with that scoreboard at the end. It was just the most useless scoreboard. It meant nothing. I literally you know why it meant nothing? Because people were throwing games purposely just so they can get through and just get their stupid rank.
But here's the thing, Gatr, okay? So you had issue with this game mode the minute you started it. So I think that you're a little biased already.
What am I biased about?
Because you think kills should count.
They should count.
Bungie said that they do count, but you have to be standing on the point. And so if you were out there on the point by yourself, capping it, you deserve to get shot.
No, I was
because you're not playing the.
I was jumping on zones. No, watch the stream back. I was jumping on zones with all my team.
Good. That's what you should be doing. It should be a team game. That's what they were driving for.
I mean, why don't we just put our guns down and everyone just run around and we'll just have a race to see how quickly we can capture zones. That's what it felt like. Felt like we were all just in a relay race just to cap zones. I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
Wah.
I'm sure people are going to not see it that way, but it just goes to show how bad that game type was when people were purposely losing just so the game would go by faster. What's that tell you when people are like, you know what? I'm just going to emote here. I don't even care what happens during this game.
But that happens all the time, though.
No, not as much as this Iron Banner. I've never seen people throw games in Iron Banner. Never.
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
You get an occasional person who's like, I'm going to give you a kill. Here. Boo boo. Yeah. Kill me. I've had people do it all the time, but not whole teams, man.
It wasn't whole teams that were doing it. What was happening was 3, 4, or 5 people were doing it, and then it was just like peer pressure for that last one who's trying to do it, and trying like to kill and everything, and they're like, oh well. But so here's the fun fact, okay? When you joined up, we were on a 6-1 streak. I was 6-1 going into that.
No, hold on a second, because someone told me what happened. They said 3 of those game wins were from people throwing purposely.
5 of them were from people throwing.
That's ridiculous, man. What does that tell you about the state of the game?
That was hilarious.
It hurts so bad to play this game mode that we're just going to lay down and just please let this be over with.
But see, that's the thing, though, is that you know why they did that, though?
Why?
It's not the game mode was shitty. It's because everybody wants the shader.
Yeah, everyone was trying to rank up.
That's what it is. It's not about the game mode. If they put that shader at 16, people would be busting their ass trying to get to it.
Yeah.
But no, they've locked it away behind another reset. So everybody's like, okay, well, you know, I heard about this on Reddit, Paul Tassi, wherever. And they're like, okay, so I just want that. And that's what they're doing. It's not that the game mode is shitty, because I think, honestly, the game mode was fine. I mean, I had fun with it when the games were close, when the games were like way lopsided.
Come on, dude. Turrets destroyed? Really? Is that important to the game?
I don't give a flying fuck what it says on the scoreboard, because I don't care.
That makes
I played the objective. Well, you obviously care because you're the one bitching about it.
No,
so
I'm bitching about it because I was apathetic toward the scoreboard. It meant nothing.
So I never care about the scoreboard. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, I played the objective. I was usually either in the top 3 every time.
Dude, watch the stream back. I'm running with everyone. I'm running like a madman. I'm not sitting in one spot.
But dude, I don't care. I don't care, Gatr. But here's what I'm saying, though, is that I play the objective. I do what I'm supposed to do. And then it's just that. And that's what everybody was trying to do, except for the people that were like, hey, you know what? I just want the shader. I don't really want to really play Iron Banner. I just want the shader.
Well, that's not healthy for the game.
Well, that's on Bungie. That's not on the player base.
I still think it was lack of motivation, because at the end of the game, the scoreboard didn't even make sense. It didn't. You're like, what does this even mean?
Do you know how many games of those ones that we had, of those 5 where they threw the game? Do you know what they were doing, though? They let us capture the point, and then they murdered the shit out of us.
Good.
Do you realize how crazy that is?
No, I did. I was in one of those games where they were just farming kills just to pad their KDs. I saw that too.
Yeah, but they let us capture the point. It's like, it's like a trade.
Here,
I'm like,
well, you'll get the win, and the game will be over quick. But you're gonna get murderized in the interim, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a funny moment because I think it was Grackle, and Grackle said something like, yeah, we are getting just wiped out.
But we won.
I'm trying to I'm trying to motivate them, and I'm like, well, wipe back. And they were like, yeah.
Back. What?
Wipe back.
Wipe on? Wipe back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wipe on.
I'm just saying, it just, my opinion, I don't think getting the shader was definitely I mean, maybe
don't you fucking start.
Maybe they need
that
to make
shader. That shader, dude. Come on.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
I would be willing to sell a kidney.
I'm gonna get it. It was a beautiful shader. I like glowy, and I like gold. I love gold and pewter and all those colors.
It's neither.
What is it?
It's chainmail.
Isn't it the chainmail? Yeah.
Yeah. It changes all of your cloth to chainmail.
What? How did I not see that? I just saw that beautiful pewter color.
Motherfucker, please.
Okay.
So, I mean, but yeah. So exactly that exact emotion that you just felt right there is the reason why people were throwing games, because they want to hurry up and get it done.
You keep telling yourself that, but I'll tell you the reason why people are throwing games is because it was just a miserable game. Just a terrible game type.
It's not a terrible game.
Then why wouldn't they just go into a different thing?
Yeah, exactly. Why were they playing then? Why were they there?
Because they wanted the chainmail too.
Oh,
and the new helmet. Because remember, this was all new gear too. It was all new armor. It was Destiny 1 armor.
You don't think they have it? You don't think they have that stuff already? I definitely did want that
wolf pelt.
I wanted the armor. I never got the helmet. I'm still trying to get the helmet for my warlock.
You don't think that they already had that armor? They were not doing it for the armor, dude. They were doing it for the chainmail.
Dude, they were doing it for the armor, because I played a lot of games and I still haven't gotten the helmet. So I love the new Bond. The Bond's beautiful. I love the animation on it. It's gorgeous for the warlock.
Yeah, the warlock stuff looks like ass.
Whatever. I disagree. It looks good. It looks hardened. But dude,
for the first time ever,
we're gonna. This is one of those things we're not going to agree on, because I think people were just dying because they wanted it to be over, because it was just because people are at the end of the game. They're like,
makes no sense.
Like, okay, we lost, but what?
Regardless, this has gone on too long. I'm already seeing RNG saying
it's already a rabbit hole,
messaging me going like, you guys need to just shut the fuck up and get back to the interview.
That would, if we were streaming live right now, that's what he'd be saying. That's the reason I do live shows.
Yep. So speaking of the interview, so see how I did that? I'm super smooth. So, So Raphy, he's like, oh, okay. So why do you game?
Oh, gaming is like a huge, escape from reality to me. Like I struggle with my own like mental health problems, and so whenever I get on my game, it's like I'm taken into a whole different world. And I'm able to like hyper focus on what I'm doing. It's the same thing for like movies and shows, like, but with gaming, I'm able to interact and keep my mind completely into it.
Yeah.
And when I'm playing with friends, it just makes it even better because at the same time as me getting completely engaged in the game, I'm sitting there shit talking Bell or Felion, especially.
Right.
I love those two. So those two I play with all the time.
They're good guys.
Yeah.
They really are.
A lot of fun. Yeah, I did a good troop raid. They're good guys. Well, I have to ask, Raphael9199, dude, what's up with the gamer tag?
Crazy story. So I had a different gamer tag before, and then we all started playing. It was me and a bunch of other guys from work. We all started playing Call of Duty together, the newer Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all like, yo, what if we change our name? Because someone had their clan tag as like TMNT. And they were like, what if we change our name to the Turtles? And I was like, yes. And somebody else had Raphael to begin with. So I was like, damn. So I just stayed what my gamer tag was for a while. And then he was like, he switched his to Casey Jones. And I was like, I'm taking Raphael because he was my favorite turtle growing up anytime I watched it.
My dude.
And so after that, like that was just for the Activision. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I've had this other gamer tag since I was like 12. Let's change it up, and made it Raphael. And which, might I say, the 9199 Xbox just randomly generated that for me.
Oh, okay.
And it just so happens to be like a rearranged mix up of my birth year, which I realized like 2 weeks ago, and I've had this name for.
Oh, you just now realizing it? Oh, that's cool. I never knew what the 9199 meant. That was the main thing. Obviously the Raphael reference I got, but cool deal. That answers my question.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change it up a little bit.
All right.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, since we have a shit ton, metric shit ton of questions here for you,
yes.
because so something tells me that you're rather liked in our Discord because you've got people coming out of the woodwork to ask you questions.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't understand. I was not expecting it, and then it was all. They're like, most of them are like crazy questions, and then you're like, why?
Yeah,
I love it though.
We're used to it.
I love it.
Yep.
Well, let's speedrun it then.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go through a couple of them here.
Okay.
So Hades asks, did Gatr bully you into being Raphy?
Yeah, he's the biggest bully I've ever met.
Whatever. I'm a puppy dog.
Preach.
Give me a break.
All right. Z Champion Prime. That's how I feel I have to read that because it's Z Champion Prime. Why is Donatello the better turtle?
Ooh.
There's only one answer to this, Raphy.
He's not.
Thank you.
That was the right
exactly.
There's no. What?
Yep, exactly. Okay, I got to ask. Okay, so you said your favorite one is Raphael.
Yes.
Okay, mine is Raphael. I bet Money Gators is Leonardo.
Come on, man. How'd you know I was going to say that?
Yeah.
I'd like
the
to.
Fucking most vanilla is Ninja Turtle.
All right. To be fair, I'm a late. I was
okay. Moving on.
Okay, forget it.
Listen, I had a tie between Raphael and Michelangelo for the longest because I loved skateboarding.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and he was skateboarding through those sewers, and I was like, yeah, this man is awesome.
Yeah, I always liked Donatello though too. To a degree, I will be honest. That bow that he had kicked all kinds of ass.
I wish I would have learned more whenever I did martial arts about the bow.
Yeah, but Raphael though was just such a badass. I mean, his whole demeanor and everything. So
yeah, absolutely.
Well, that question for technical, I have a question for that later. So we'll skip that one.
Okay. Okay. Hades goes on to ask so far. Oh, actually, I'll save that one for later. Here we go. Okay. I'll save that one for later as well. Average D2 player, because that'll happen after the speed run. Here we go. Question QTFR.
Question for the Raphy.
Confused there. Oh, yeah. Okay. What did Bell do this time?
What do you mean? He just has to be himself. He just has to be himself. Just so you know, Belle, you a bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Okay.
I can't wait for him to hear this Monday.
You'll be able to talk so much shit to him before then.
Oh God, he's gonna kill me Monday.
You're gonna have some extra work to do.
Yeah. Clean up. Yeah.
I'm glad I don't work right next to him anymore.
So for anybody who doesn't know, today we actually had 2 people become our HR department for the Guardian Downcast.
Oh God.
So we have HR department Danger, and he asks, do you get jealous about Oryx and Belle's love affair?
No, I wouldn't get jealous because I'm always in the middle. I always like running the roamer.
Love it.
I don't want that. I don't want that big old love. That's a lot of love, and that's terrifying.
I would agree. With you taking out one of Oryx's daughters, what's it like having Belle as a potential father-in-law from Moose?
Considering me and him are so much alike, what the hell, man? It would be pretty cool. We'd be doing stupid stuff.
Nice.
God. Oh God, these questions.
All right. NS Ripsaw. Question for the Raphy. What percentage is myth? What percentage is legend?
So I'm going to say it's about 20% myth and then 0% legend, because there is nothing legend about me. And sometimes you'll hear a little peep about me. That's about it. The 80% is man. Don't ask what the other. Don't ask
what the remaining part is. Okay.
Yeah.
Curious. Snuffleupagus. Okay. We'll go out on this one, I think. Actually, no, wait. We got a couple here. Danger goes on to ask again, what's more stressful, the raid itself or knowing that Moose is right behind you with a shoulder charge ready?
Got another one.
Absolutely Moose. That is terrifying. I will always run away from him and be terrified because I cannot compete. I'm a hunter. I can't charge. I just dodge.
Okay. I need to get in touch with Moose and find out how to shoulder charge better.
It's a game of hide and go hunter.
Love it. Okay. We'll go out on a Bell question here. This is Bell's HR department. Who's your daddy? And you can't answer Master Splinter.
Can I tell you guys how much I hate this guy? I don't know who my daddy is. He dipped out.
Oh,
no, like that's how turtle lives are. The mom go lay the eggs, and then you're off and God knows where.
That's
all
hilarious and sad all at the same time.
You guys.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute now. I've got some guest specific questions I need to ask here first, Hazel, before we get on to our last signature ones.
Okay.
Did you have any more to ask him in there?
No, I just wanted for later. Yeah, we're going to save those for later. So
gotcha. We kind of ask this of all of our guests because we don't do much research, so we're just going to ask you: how did you originally find our community, man?
So, whenever I first started getting back into Destiny, I ended up getting Bell into it again. So you guys have me to thank for.
I was gonna say something, but that bit my tongue. Go ahead.
Oh no, Bell doesn't care. He loves being mentioned. But nah, he discovered you guys first because, of course, whenever you first pull up Destiny on Spotify, the first thing that shows up is Two Titans and a Hunter.
Of course,
like you guys say. So I listened to like an episode or two, and the very first one I heard, I think the second episode I heard was the pirate voice one, where it was just pirate voices the entire time. I was like, this is too much, dude. My brain. And then he was like, yeah, you should listen to these guys. And so I started listening, and I was like, this is nice. This is I like this. This is nice and chill. And then from there, just kept on listening, and then joined the Discord, I think 3 weeks later.
Nice.
Aww.
Well, there we go. Cool deal.
That's heartwarming.
I have two more questions. One is, Raphy, do you do bounties?
Hell no.
Oh, my dude.
What the?
Such a waste of time, man.
My dude.
What the?
I'm going to get level 100 by the end of the season anyways. There's no point in me spending all that extra time just doing the bounties. I'll only pick up bounties if I'm required to do so to progress something that needs to be progressed. If I don't have to, I'm not going to.
Raphy, I'm not mad at you, man. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
That hurts a lot more.
All right. No, this is the actual question. What is one thing or one improvement you could see in Destiny 2 that you want to see right away?
I would love to see like an easier way to farm for the higher stat armor to try to get the extra stats.
Right. Okay.
Maybe like more deterministic, maybe? Like if you want arms or something like that.
Not so much RNG.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool because, I mean, don't they do that for master content? That it's either Master Vogue, I think, that it rotates like the armor every week is like something else, like discipline or something like spiked towards that.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I know you could focus it at the Warmind. You can focus, your armor gear there.
That's.
But you still have to roll the dice. It's not guaranteed.
But no, I think it's Master Vogue that it rotates, or maybe all the raids. The armor rotates, so it's like spike towards discipline, intellect.
Yeah, farming gear is not you have to focus a lot of stuff or put ghost mods on and get lucky.
And I just recently discovered that, which is why it's so annoying. I've spent so many months. Like, I think this is probably... I've been at Pinnacle Cap for a hot minute.
Oh, wow.
Or I've used the same gear for a while. Mm-hmm. So at this point, I was just trying to figure out how the hell I do that, and I had no idea how to do it.
Right.
And then now I'm finally starting to piece it together, although months ago I could have easily probably already had this done.
Okay.
And get way better stat armor.
Right.
Nice.
All right, Hazel, let's resume our signature questions. I think we have a few left.
Do you have any other hobbies besides gaming?
Yeah, I have my puppy, Tips, who's laying right next to me right now, sleeping her life away. No, I take her out and try to play with her whenever I get the chance to. With it being dark outside after work, I don't really have that opportunity during the week. But on weekends, I'm always trying to spend time with her. And then, like, any chance I get to go to a movie or, watch TV shows. Other than that, I plan on starting to go on hikes once it starts warming up and taking Tips out with me.
Oh, that's adorable.
Okay. Cool.
And your dog is like, I've been seeing pictures as she's grown, and
yeah,
she's beautiful. What kind of dog is it, just for our listening audience?
She's a German Shepherd Husky mix. She's 5 months old.
Wow. It's a beautiful dog. I've seen it several times. You put some pictures in the Discord.
And she's super smart too. And like, she's already learned how to sit, how to shake, how to lay down, how to like come up to me. She's starting to learn how to stay. I'll put like a treat in front of her and just tell her to stay, and she'll sit there and stare at me until I say, go get it. And she loves fetch.
I have two neighbors. I have two neighbors who have German Shepherds, and I love them. They're such cool dogs. Beautiful dogs too. But I have one more signature question, Hazel. You want to take us out on the last one of yours?
Sure.
Okay. All right, Raphy. This is always my favorite question. What is one thing about you that our community may not know about you?
So, I'm sure some people might have put it together. I know I've told like people that I'm real close with. I have pretty bad like social anxiety. So whenever I'm trying to like preparing for all of this was a lot of effort. And the fact that I like being able to prepare myself, I just want people to know like, hey, you can get through it. You can get through if you have social anxiety. You can get through being able to talk to anybody in the Discord. Like, I came in, I didn't really want to talk a whole lot. Like, I was nervous too, and now I've become pretty sociable in the Discord. It's just a matter of like getting in there and throwing yourself out there to talk to people. So, social anxiety has been huge.
Well, what did you do to kind of combat that? What preparation did you take?
Yeah.
A lot of it was like thinking to myself, like what you guys were telling me, like it's just a conversation. Like I've played quite a few raids with you, Hazel, and that definitely helps because I mean that makes it more comfortable. I've only done one raid with you, Gatr, so I was still slightly like unnervy, and I think the fact that I know that this is going out to everybody to listen to, it made it a lot harder. But like in between me talking, but there's still a lot more people than I've ever talked to. People listening to me, that's crazy, weird.
Right? That's how I feel. Shit.
But like in between me talking, I just sit there and like take a deep breath and just kind of like try to relax myself, maybe look over at Tips and see how like relaxed she is, and just
dogs are good with that. Dogs are good about
relax,
bringing your energy wherever it needs to be.
She's been great with that, so that's been my preparation method, is to basically try to think of it as a conversation and take deep breaths and relax with Tips. I'm sure you guys can probably hear it in my voice whenever sometimes I talk. You'll hear me like kind of go quiet a little bit or something, like me stumbling over my words.
You were pretty quiet when I was raiding with you guys doing the Goop raid. I didn't hear much. I didn't hear you a whole lot. So I understand why now. I mean, it's anybody who jumps in a raid, that's a brave thing to do, especially if you don't know the people, or it's your first raid, or I mean, I just want to mention Hammer Crasher messaged me tonight and says, dude, do you realize we have 10 games going on tonight in our Discord? I'm like, man, that is fantastic. That many people are coming together to put groups together and do stuff in Destiny. Dude, that's a lot. That's a lot of games. That's more than what we're used to seeing. So that's a brave thing to do, man, to jump in there and do that. But yeah, I feel you, man.
That's awesome about all the raids. Like
raids and
anytime anyone's doing a raid and I have a free chance, I will gladly join up. I love doing raids. That's one of my favorite things to do in this game, is to do raids.
And you guys are getting good at Sherpa and all of them now, thanks to Hazel. Hazel's been teaching you guys all the new raids.
It's all them. I mean, that's the thing I love about the group troop raids. Like when I do it with like the OG group troop people, they're like, they never want to do the same thing that they did last time. So they're always like, okay, well, hey, I ran before in VOW, so I want to defend this time, so I can see what it's like, where the enemies come from. And I'm just like, I fucking love you guys. I mean, it's just, like Raphy had never done Val before. And he got partnered with me, and I was like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, do you want to run or do you want to defend? And he's just like, I'll run. I was like, go for it. And, he did great. It took a couple runs just to get it down and that kind of thing. But then he got it. And I think it was like other people that were messing up after that. But, that got him more practice.
Yeah.
The hardest part of that was that last encounter. I was so confused and it was so late, and I was just like, nah, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm toast. My brain is toast.
Yeah, I still can't believe that we finished that. Like, I mean, I wiped it. It said game over for me. It wiped me, but we still ended up killing him.
I had one or two more bullets that came out, and then right as I died. So I'm not sure if it was me or I think it was Mark that was to the left of me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was one of us two that hit it because everyone else was dead. Everyone else was dead. It was me and Mark left, and I'm not sure if it was Mark that got the final hits or me. I don't know, but
yeah. And I just had div. So I was running div, and I was just like it wiped, and I was just like, oh, I'm like, damn it. We were trying for a 2-phase, and it worked. And that's the first time I've ever 2-phased Rolk. So
good deal, man.
It was good stuff for sure.
Well, hey, my mom and my grandmother, who God rest her soul, she's passed now, both had severe social anxiety. So I kind of know what you're going through there a little bit, man. So good. I'm glad you're facing it, man. That's a good thing. It's how we get stronger. So
thank you. Yeah, it's a struggle.
All right, Hazel, you got the final question, sir. Let's take us out.
All right. Raphy. I almost said Mr. Raphy, but that sounds kind of weird. So, do you have a motto or mantra or a couple of them that you live by?
I would say probably my number one motto is usually, it is what it is. Whenever I'm working and I just get crap work, or whenever something just isn't going right, I'm usually just like, it is what it is. Just try to go through it.
I like that.
Yeah, I use that a lot. Can't nothing you do to change it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's either that or, pardon my French, but fuck it.
Oh, I like that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, that one resonates with me very well.
Yeah, I mean, whenever someone asks you to do something, like asks you for hey, you want to do a raid? Last second? Fuck it, why not? Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. That's what I ran into last Friday night. We were podcasting, and Kingsley messaged me I think we were wrapping up.
Right. And
maybe during questions possibly. And he's like, hey, we need one for Val. We're doing, we're at third encounter. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, we're wrapping up. And he's like, okay, I'll send you an invite. I'm like, okay. And then basically he's like, do you want to run Nut in third room? So I was like, sure. And then, so I'm playing it while we're finishing up on the podcast and stuff like this. And we made it through with basically me not on comms.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
I know, man. I don't know how he does it. I can't do that. I have to drive the bus.
It's just, but it's experience though. That's for me, that's what it is I've got enough experience in that third room of Val to, so I can do that. I can be like, oh, okay, we killed these two guys. I'm going to stake out this spot and I'm going to just make sure I murderize the night when it comes up. And that's it.
See,
Game set and
match. Just blinders on, man, when I play a video game. It's all focus. It's just hard.
I can't multitask.
I can't understand how he can do it, but hey, to each his own. That's the way I see it. Well, hey, Raphy, thanks, brother, for sharing your life with us tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me on and being able to, or letting me share my life.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm a little giddy. I got to admit, we got our new and improved SpeedRun. I cannot wait to do this. What do you think, Hazel? Raphy will be our guinea pig. Our very first leader tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I'm like, Raphy, it doesn't matter how well you do. you're still going to be number one.
You are. That's true. All right. We'll do that.
Aw, bitch.
Right after this.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Ginseng Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, listeners, this segment is called the SpeedRun 2.0. This is where we have a database of over 600 possible questions for our guest, and Raphael here will have 2 minutes to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answer will win a prize and title of 2023 SpeedRun Champion. The questions are custom curated by me, so no one can memorize the order, and just quickly answer what comes to mind. Tonight, I'm going to read the questions from my list. Hazel, as usual, is our timekeeper and quality control expert, and our final judge. So in the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final. And as this is our very first SpeedRun of the year, Raphael will be our leader tonight. So Raphael, just don't think about it too much. Just go with the flow. You're going to set the pace. So however fast you want to answer stuff, it'll be how fast I ask it. So it's up to you. So what do you think? Okay. You ready? You ready to do this?
I guess so.
Hazel, we got 2 minutes on the clock.
That we do.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Hunter.
Less filling or taste great?
Tastes great.
Void, solar, arc, or stasis?
Arc.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
California.
Buckshot or slug rounds?
Slug.
Fusion rifles or linear fusion rifles?
Linear fusion.
Nike or Under Armour?
Nike.
Strikes, Crucible, or Gambit?
Crucible.
Shower.
Just kidding.
Shower. Morning, evening, or golden?
Evening.
Apple or Android?
Android.
If you could choose, who would voice your ghost?
Ryan Reynolds.
Bacon or sausage?
Bacon.
Human, awoken, or exo?
Human.
Fashion or function?
Fashion.
Can pizza be a sandwich?
Yes.
What's your favorite Destiny planet?
Earth.
Pulse, Scout, or Sniper Rifle?
Pulse.
Fallen, Vex, or Cabal?
Vex.
What's the best sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
Team Parlous or Team Chaperone Hands?
Parlous, I guess.
Do you like wooden spoons?
Yes.
Ikora, Cade, or Zavala?
Cade.
Is cheesecake the best cake?
No.
What number am I thinking of?
7.
Beamer, Benz, or Bentley?
Benz.
What's your favorite word?
Pie.
Destiny 2 seasonal events, yes or no?
Yes.
Who's going to win the 2023 SpeedRun?
I hope me.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Dishwasher.
Football or hockey?
Football.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
Disney or Pixar?
Pixar.
Do you have pets?
Yes.
Sandals or steel-toe boots?
Sandals.
Shotgun or sniper?
Sniper.
Loner or social?
Loner.
Cyborgs or androids?
Androids.
Mom or dad?
Mom.
Cars.
Fine.
Okay. I think that's a nice little score to start the year out with, I think. Hazel?
Yeah.
How did
Sets the bar kind of high.
he did. How'd he do tonight, man?
38.
That's the number I got. Nice job, man. 38. I mean, that's a strong start, man. Good job.
Yeah.
Good
Still
job.
doesn't beat Rodimus's from last year, dude.
Dude, Rodimus isn't.
Trying.
I don't know what Rodimus.
He's a machine.
I don't know how the
is,
hell
man.
he did that.
He's our most. I swear, he's a busy man. Let me tell you, that mind gets going. That's for sure.
I mean, I think what he did is he just listened to us enough, and he just
I think he did.
knows all the questions, and I think he practiced for like weeks.
Oh,
before.
I'm sure he did. Yeah, but there's 600 of them now, so.
I'm not gonna lie. I was practicing that sandwich one. I even told Belle about it earlier today. I was like, if he asked me what sandwich, I'm saying ham and cheese.
Nice. Well, good job, man. Good start. That's a good bar to start for everyone. So we'll see if anyone reaches it. By the way, folks, do you have a great speedrun question for our speedrun segment for next year? If that's a yes, join our Discord and enter them in our speedrun question ideas channel. for 2023-24, and we'll add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember, they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. And don't forget what's your favorite. Those are my favorite. At the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice, and you can enter up to 5 questions to go into the drawing. You can enter as many as you like, but we're only going to take 5. We need some more creative questions out there, so we always love to hear what you guys have. So good luck. Also, if you're enjoying what you've heard so far in our little show and know someone who plays Destiny, please do us a favor. Share the show with them. All the links are right down there in our show description. Right, I'm pointing downward. All right, and I'm so happy to say this. Let's move on to our next segment, and that would be This Week at Bungie. Hey, Hazel, we need to record another ad, my dude.
Haven't we done enough of these?
Yeah, I know, but we're getting feedback from our community that they're getting old, so come on. Let's just do it real quick.
All right. Do I need to run this by Laz first?
No, we're fine. Hey, everyone. We just wanted to let everyone know that if you're looking for a clan, we have a Destiny 2 clan, and we invite you all to be a part of it.
All we ask is that you join our Discord community and just enjoy playing the game. We will communicate with you there, and you'll also be assigned a special clan role as well, and a channel.
So look for the invite link in our Discord, in our GDC clan channel, or you can click the link right down there below in our show description.
Yep, our Discord community is pretty awesome. And we have hundreds of active, like-minded Destiny 2 gamers in there. Also, we have a special 100.io bot that can put together groups for whatever you want to get done.
So hit that link, join our community at discord.gg/GuardianDowncast. And if you want to be in our clan, just let one of our mods know, and we'll open the door for you.
All right, enough of this shameless plug. That's it. Cut.
Okay, fine. Jeez. Later, Guardian.
Laz?
No, okay, I'm out. All right, Hazel. Geez. Some week of Season of the Seraph. What week is it again?
If I know, dude.
Okay.
You know I don't.
I think 7.
Like that.
Is it 7th week? Sounds good. I'm gonna go.
Sounds good.
7th week of Season of the Seraph. This week at Bungie. What's going on in the Bungie world?
Yeah. So what's more important though is Sam wrote this, and according to them, 47 days until Lightfall.
Damn, I'm excited already,
So,
man.
I would say technically 46 because they wrote this yesterday. So,
Right.
So 46 days left.
Ooh.
And Sam gives us a little timeline here. Grandmaster Nightfalls, January 17th. Next Iron Banner, January 31st. I get my shader. Yeah, I'm going to play the zone. So I'm going to play okay. Final week of season 19, February 21st.
See, he's trying to get me to interrupt him.
Think you just did?
No, that didn't count. That didn't count.
You made it 13 days.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay. So, Grandmaster updates. Bungie is updating Grandmasters. As a little preview, some of the changes coming to Grandmaster Nightfalls in Lightfall when they launch on, or actually, wait a minute.
They launch next week.
Yeah, but it says here, as a little preview of some of the changes coming to Grandmaster Nightfalls. Oh, okay. So they're saying that this will be changing for Grandmasters in Lightfall as well.
Oh, okay.
But starting this Tuesday, January 17th, decrease the power level needed to enter the Grandmaster to 1580.
Wow.
Look at that. Basically, like you get to, it's not even Pinnacle Cap.
That's accessible.
Yeah. It's going to absolutely bend you over a barrel, though, because you're going to be 25 power level under. I mean, you're going to be 25 level under anyway, but it's going to be really, really hard at 1580, I feel.
Yeah, that's like 40, right? 40 under?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to feel that.
It's going to hurt. But they also decrease the overall power level of the Grandmaster activity to 1620. And they made the cap, so basically like, you know, the highest that it's going to register is 1595.
Okay.
So fun fact, me having done 0 bounties I really haven't done any bounties now that I think about it, really. I'm at 1594, I think, right now. But I haven't done any like pinnacles or anything like this.
I haven't either. I've not really gone after.
I just don't care. I just don't care about doing them anymore.
Yeah. It's just a number.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And now they're doing this, so I care even less about doing pinnacles. So yeah. So that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I feel like Bungie's been listening. I mean, haven't we been griping about that? That it's like what 5 or 10% of the player population that actually can get high enough light to even enter these games.
Yeah.
So there we go. They fixed that. What do you think, Raphy?
That's the most like it's one of those like exclusive things for like when you get up to that level, that gives you a reason to get up to that level. Without having that reason to get up to that level, why am I grinding out my pinnacles? Why am I at 1590 right now for my pinnacles? I feel like there's no point if I could just go on at 1580.
Okay, so I see that point, and I raise you this. So you got to 1590, right? 15 whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many artifact nodes do you have unlocked?
Let us take a gander real quick. By little nodes, do you mean the mods?
Yeah.
Or how many? Better yet, how many do you have left that aren't unlocked?
5.
Yeah, so you're up there.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
He has 5 left. He's unlocked them all except 5. That's an easier way to. You see what I'm saying?
I'm just confused because I have 6, and well, I guess he doesn't do bounties. I don't do bounties. But he's been doing pinnacles. I would assume that he would be higher up than I am.
Well,
I'm at 16. I'm at 1603 with the thing. I was just saying for like my pinnacle cap is at 1590. I'm at 1590 for my pinnacle cap right now. But my actual light level is 1603 with the bonus for the artifact.
I do bounties, and I only have 2 left of the artifact. So there's your difference.
Oh.
Hello? Did I lose you guys?
Hello?
No, I'm still here. I'm just scratching my head because I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
So let's figure this out for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some math. Okay. He and I don't do bounties.
But you do pinnacles.
I don't do pinnacles. He does pinnacles.
Mm-hmm.
I have 6 left. He has 5. And you do bounties. You have a lower power than he and I both do. And you just do bounties, and you have more unlocks than we do.
Yeah, because it's all based on XP. And unfortunately, you don't get a lot of XP for doing the story. It's the bounties that give you all the XP. You've complained about this before.
Yeah, I know. I just
forced to do it.
Illustrate it again.
Well, here's the difference, though. Here's what I do want to know. Raphy, what season pass level are you?
87.
See, I'm over 100. I'm over 100. I'm at like 107. And I've not hardly done any pinnacles. Maybe the clan pinnacle I've done every week. And but that's it. And I do, gunsmith bounties, and I do any easy bounties when I have a chance. I grab them, like crucible bounties and stuff. So, yeah.
So my question for you is, what is the point of being over 100 with 45 days left in the season?
Don't start.
No. I've turned over a new leaf. I'm working on my Todd the Gatr 1 account now. That isn't there, that I haven't spent as much time on. So I'm just switching over to him, get him to 100, and then I don't have to worry about bounties anymore. Because other than every 5 levels getting an engram you can bring to Eververse, which you can get another sparrow that you've already gotten a million times. Other than that, there's no real benefit or incentive to go beyond 100. And I've been saying this. Give us materials. Give us something. Give us another reason to keep going. Hey, you know what? I love the fact that they put that shader and Iron Banner in the second reset. Now they just need to do it on Eververse and on the season pass.
No.
I heard you.
No.
I heard you say no. I heard you.
Hell no.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No. So no to Eververse, because she doesn't have anything, like the way it's set up currently, she doesn't even have a progress bar.
It's just vanity items anyway. It's nothing. You can't pay to win on that. So That's all you're getting.
Well, I would argue that you can to a degree. Some items you can.
If you're splitting hairs, like some ornaments have better sights, yes, that's true. But, yeah.
So, but I don't want to see them put stuff in the second tiers, not without informing us about it.
Oh, you're saying the fact that they didn't inform you in Iron Banner, you just saw it all of a sudden?
Yeah,
like a whole
exactly. Because, exactly. Because, I mean, I noticed it last season, because I saw everybody running around with that orange blob on their emblem. Mm-hmm. And I was like, how the hell do I get that? And I looked it up and it was like Thursday. And it was like, oh, you have to reset your Iron Banner rank twice. And I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking do that in like 3 days. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I missed that because I didn't know about it. If I don't know about something, how am I supposed to do something?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
write that down in the book.
In the book.
Of agreements. Things we agree on. That's 3.
Yeah. That's 3 things.
So far. In
1 for each year we're doing this.
Days.
That's like a children's book.
I know, I'm telling you. All right.
There we go. All right. So moving back to the TWAB. Iron Banner has, they've made some changes to this here. When Iron Banner returns on January 31st, we're planning on increasing the amount of Iron Banner rank you earn at the end of matches, doubling the multipliers you get from wearing the Iron Banner gear, taking it in half, the multipliers that you get for completing challenges, and significantly increasing the multiplier you get for wearing an Iron Banner emblem. And then they're even going to put an emblem in the first reset too, just so everybody gets a banner or gets an Iron Banner emblem. Mm-hmm. And then we expect this to decrease the number of games needed to earn the rank by around 40%. So I like to get a reset.
I know a lot of people killed themselves to get that shader.
Yeah, I was going to be one of them.
Thank God I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the way you should look at Bungie. Just think they're going to make things easier for everyone, but I lucked out this time because I want all that gear too.
Well, here's my question though, is that they're reducing the multipliers you get for completing challenges.
Right. They're putting more emphasis on actually playing the game and not so much.
No, they're putting the emphasis on the gear that you're wearing.
Well, they did say that they're also upping the, substantially increasing the rep from your Iron Banner emblem as well. So
yeah, that's what I said. I know.
Well, you said gear, but
well, I said the emblem too. I read that part.
Yeah,
but I mean, and I remember I said they're putting an emblem in the first reset as well.
Right, if you don't have one.
People.
Yeah, I got you. I followed that.
Well, even if you do have one, you still get a new emblem.
Okay,
but I mean, I'm just curious why they're reducing the multiplier you get from completing the challenges. I mean, maybe just the armor is enough, I guess.
Because 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's why. That's the Bungie way, man. I don't know why would they mess with the multiplier? I mean, just make it easier for everyone to just get through it. I mean,
13 days. 13 days is how you made it. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. So I give up.
Hey. Anyway, Raphy, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, man.
I think doing like the increased multiplier is, I guess, kind of nice because I did absolutely hate sitting there just playing Iron Banner over and over again. Like instead of doing that, I want to do raids because that's what I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And it just makes it so much easier to actually get to do what I want to do instead of do something that I feel like I need to do or else I'm going to have FOMO.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. I mean, yeah. I just think it's weird that Bungie came out and said that, hey, we're doing away with FOMO as much as we can, and then they do this bullshit.
Well, I mean, there has to be some FOMO in the game. I mean, otherwise there'd be no urgency to play anything.
But if you don't know about it, then that's not FOMO. That's just
true. I don't
negligence.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't mention that, but I guess they figured because, I mean, my God, our community, word spreads around so fast. Someone probably reset and went, oh my God, there's a shader too. Oh my God, look what it does. All of a sudden they're on Twitter, they're on Reddit, and now everyone knows. That's how I found out.
Well, Well, exactly right, but that's the thing, though, is that I guess I should have realized it that some shit like that could happen last season when there was the emblem, and I was like, yeah. So okay, you get all the mods, and you get all the mods. So with this, basically all the mods are released except for adepts and raid mods, and dungeon mods too. So
and the seasonal mods, of course, obviously.
Right, exactly. Yeah, those don't count. So yeah, just the standard ones that everybody gets. So I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, I feel like they were listening. I mean, we've been complaining about that as well for a long time. It only
took like 2 years to say that.
And yes, Kingsley, we're not the only ones. You guys have been complaining about it as well. I got that from your last show. I listen. So, I mean, I think the community as a whole has been asking for this. And that was the number one comment on my video when I put out the mod video is, this is stupid. I have to go to Ada and hope that it drops. And I have to wait 2 months for something to drop.
Mm-hmm. What I thought was weird is that they pulled this shit. They fixed this on a Wednesday.
It was kind of, the timing was odd. That was it definitely threw me for a loop.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? But I mean, I'll take it. You know, there's only one mod that I needed, and I've been playing this game forever and a fucking day.
Mm-hmm. That one day you forget to go in and see it. I know. All it takes is one day to miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I feel like the whole mod thing would be nice if I understood better how to use them.
There could be a video idea for someone.
What's that?
Nothing. Never mind. All right, stay focused.
I'll listen.
That's the next section here.
Damn it.
So, starting next week, we are making, stay focused goes to you too, Gatr. So starting next week, we are making the following changes to the cost of focusing weapons and armor. The focusing for all Trials armor, Iron Banner, Crucible, and Gambit weapons and armor will be reduced to 25 legendary shards, down from 50. Adept weapon focus cost will also be reduced to 50, down from 250. And the Glimmer cost of focusing regular ritual weapons has been reduced to 5,000, down from 10,000. So they're basically making these changes because everyone bitched about it. No, I'm sorry, I misread that. We're making these changes to make focusing gear more available to players, especially newer players who haven't been saving up Scrooge McDuck piles of legendary shards.
Imagine that. Legendary shards come full circle, hadn't it? The legendary shard problem has come to rear its head.
Oh, fuck me, Ron. We're moving on.
All right, move on. I had a thought.
All right. Okay. So again, that'll start next week. Mm-hmm. So not this reset, but the following. Yeah. So, okay. Yes, you can pet the dog. The infamous dog, the Archie dog, aka, is
that the one with the catalyst?
Archangel, I believe. What catalyst?
Is that the catalyst dog we're talking about?
No.
The dogs in the Seraph mission?
Yes, and yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying here. Yes, it's in that mission, the Seraph Shield mission. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to go through you have to shoot the balls and then all 50 of them, and
so that's the reason.
Yeah. Yeah. So they came out and they said, that everyone basically asked, can I pet the dog? And the answer had to be yes. And then they showed a little scarring video about how it looks and how it's animated and things along those lines, and the art for it, and it was pretty cool stuff. Okay. Raphy, do you have the dog?
No, but I went into Philion's home and he had the dog, and I pet the dog, and I put the tracker on for 14 pets because,
There's a tracker?
I love doggos.
Wait a minute.
Yes. What? There's a tracker for the seasons for your emblem.
Never mind. I don't want to know. I'll just find out. I want to be surprised.
It's called Good Boy Protocol.
It's a tracker on your ghost?
On your emblem.
Oh,
you know how you have the little...
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. I have Good Boy Protocol on there, which is how many times you pet the dog.
Very cool.
And I love it.
That is neat.
Sorry, I'm definitely not doing that right now. Definitely not looking.
That's what I put on.
Okay, I'm gonna have to inspect you here. Not that you're online either, but yeah, I see you. All right. Okay. Bungie store update. basically they go on to say that hey, sometimes shit gets delayed. We're sorry. We're Bungie. You love us. Give us your money. We still love you. Okay. Then they also said, don't cancel your shit. All right. Shit's broken. Stadia is dying.
It's dead.
Well, not entirely, but getting there.
Oh, sorry. They're taking them out limb by limb.
Yeah. Okay. Movies, art, and a Stay Crafty from Sam. And also a note to Stadia players to please set up cross save.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? They've given them plenty of warning. If they didn't do it by now, then yeah, I noticed Red Solo Cup was in the GDC 3 clan. Welcome, sir. He's one of our original Stadia players. Okay. Thanks, Hazel. Appreciate it, man. All right. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Kato here. You're listening to Guardian Downcast.
Okay. For our topic of the week, this isn't a real big topic, but it was something I read in this week's TWAB that just threw the gears spinning in my head. And it said, when they gave everyone the mods this week and said, hey, you know what? Everyone use the mods. You know what? Enjoy the mods. And then the last sentence is, we have a blog post planned for next week with more information on how mods and build crafting will be evolving in Lightfall. So stay tuned. Here's my thing. I think the mod system altogether is going to be changing in Lightfall. I mean, not evolving. I mean, I think it's just going to be flat out different. And hear me out on this. Whether you love it or hate it, people are engaging with the gun crafting and ranking up your gun method. And I think they're going to do that for armor. I think what they're going to do is when you get that piece of armor that has all those great stats, you start getting kills or completing stuff with that armor. I think instead of slotting a mod into a slot, I think you're going to have a drop-down menu. As you unlock stuff on guns, you unlock different perks that you can interchange out on your gun. What if they did that with armor? You don't have to worry about any more of this mod slotting crap. The more you use your armor, the bigger and better the mods get for it. What do you guys think?
No.
All right, moving on. Great conversation. What do you think, Raphy? I'm serious.
Simple but sweet.
I mean, is that too much spinful theory, or is it possible, or are they just going to? How are they? I guess my question is, how are they evolving the mod system and build crafting? What do you think they're going to do?
I don't know. I feel like what you said could be a possibility. I honestly have no idea because I don't know Bungie like you guys. I have no idea what they might. I have no idea what they could even do because I don't know how they think.
Neither do we, honestly. So
we just throw darts at the
board. But you guys have been playing for so much longer. You kind of understand you kind of understand from your point of view, and they're trying to change things for all of us. But since you guys have been here since day one, playing since day one, you kind of hear more and see more of what they've been changing based off what you guys have been talking about.
You say that, but Bungie has flat out just surprised us with right-hand turns a lot. Wouldn't you say that, Hazel?
Yeah,
I don't think we've been very terrible at predicting stuff, if anything. I mean, I thought there'd be a Destiny Online by now, and it's not happening, not yet. So,
well, I would say that there kind of is.
They're slowly bringing back gear, but not like I thought they would be. But I think that's another issue. That's another conversation. I know reason why they're doing that. It's bandwidth and hardware limitations. But what do you think about that armor idea, Hazel? What do you think? What's your take?
I don't think that's it.
How are they going to evolve it then?
I'm thinking that it's going to be that you're going to get the armor, like whatever you get. And I think they're going to kind of tweak it like they did for Solstice armor. How like it's going to be your basic stuff. And then you can, the more you use it, the more you can put it, you can like sync up your.
You're talking white, green, blue, purple, exotic?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, except it's going to be more in terms of the more you use the armor, it's going to increase your stats, not mods. Not mods.
Okay, I can see that too. That's a good point.
Maybe, do you guys see maybe how they do with the kind of crafting weapons where if you use it enough, maybe you can get like the enhanced version of a mod or something? I don't know.
What if you could craft your armor?
Isn't that kind of like what I said?
No, you said it would be preset.
Yeah,
have more. It's going
to have the basic stats on it of whatever they land with.
Right.
And if you like the stats, say they're like 56 stats or something like that, and you're like, holy shit, it's got a good distribution. Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and try to, use it more and build it back up.
You're talking about a fixed stat though. I was thinking more like how guns are now, where you unlock more stuff that you can craft. I'm not saying they're going to craft armor, but man, that would be so cool. Damn, that just opens up a bunch. That's a whole new set of possibilities there. Think of think of all the new gun perks they put out just in this season. There's a lot of them. So what if they started doing that with armor? I mean, God, the sky's the limit, man. If they decide to do something like that, that's a very bold thing to do. Maybe this is a DLC like
Forsaken.
Think about it. Forsaken came up with the Triumph system. I mean, it was a total rephasing of the whole game on how the interface is with us and everything. In fact, that season dropped, it was literally information overload for me. I had to literally sit back and just take a break. It really was information overload. What if they did that going into Lightfall with armor? And they could even do that with, I already mentioned that they're going to integrate this gun crafting into all the guns eventually, but maybe not there. Maybe there'll be RNG still for that. But what if they did it for armor, man? Go ahead. I love the phrase you always say.
You're so hopeful, man. So
I know. I'm always, like I said, that's why I said it's kind of a spinful theory, but I don't know. I've been thinking about it this week. I'm like, how that sentence really got to me.
I know, but man, you still have to consider that. Shit, man, they can't bring back like maps for PvP from D1 because of limitations. What makes you think they're going to be able to like rip the ground out and like put in all of this stuff?
Maybe it's limitations on personnel and being able to integrate that or just get that work done. Maybe they focused all their energy on this instead of worrying about little Crucible maps.
Yeah, I'm sure PvP would love that.
Well, they're not happy already. You want to say something, Raphy?
I gotta agree with Hazel there. I don't think that they would completely just rip it out. As much as I think it would be cool, I don't think that's something that they would do.
No. No,
yeah.
I
said, if you think about it, Gatr, if you think about it though, when Solstice came around, think about how many people interacted with it. All because
the gear.
We knew that you could get triple 100 armor.
Mm-hmm. You had to kill yourself to get it, but it was possible.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, so just imagine that now. If they roll that out to everyone, and guess what? You don't have to kill yourself to get it. You can actually take your time, build up your armor, and get it on your own schedule.
Yeah, I could see they could have you could get the white set, and it says get 500 or get 50 arc kills and kill Hive, on the Cosmodrome, and then boom, you can go to somewhere some vendor and cash it up into a green set. Wait a
minute. What about this? Now, this is some fucking, this is some Gatr level spin.
Hold on. Here, I'll give you my hat. Here, you can have it. Go ahead and put it on. It looks good on you.
You hear Raphy laughing.
I like it. That spinful hat looks good on you, man.
Okay. So fucking go with me here. All right. All right. You get your armor. Okay. It's all 55 stats.
Okay.
So it's all base. And if you want to increase your mobility, you have to run to fucking increase that shit.
Fucking GTA.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then your resilience, you have to take damage.
I can see the rubber bands on the controllers already.
Recovery is going to be, getting hit and having your health regen. Mm-hmm. Discipline is going to be grenades, intellect, but it would still be governed by the, 32 stats?
Dude, that's like next level. That's like a step above what I just said.
Yeah, I gotta agree there.
Damn, man. No. Stay over here, man. Stay over here. Water's fine. You're good.
I'm just saying, though. That would be, that is something that they could possibly put into the system.
Yeah. Use it.
Because that's
lose
all
it.
stat related. It's not going to be governed by, RNG too much. It's more deterministic.
Right. See, I think that's what when they started doing the gun crafting, that deterministic way of getting a gun that you want for you. And now that they're doing all these catalyst things for this new exotic pulse rifle, more deterministic on what you want to unlock for the gun or for your play style. It just seems like it's leading up to armor now, because it seems like armor's kind of being left behind here. Seems like
it does.
The ideation of weapon crafting is way ahead of armor. And it's like armor's like, yeah, we got armor over here, and yeah, you might get some good stats for it. Maybe. Good luck. I think they're getting rid of that RNG factor more and more, where you know what you want to do, you know what kind of build you want, now you have a path to unlock it. That's genius, man. Think of all the people be tapping into that.
But I've got a question though.
Here comes the non-show.
Exactly. But doesn't that decrease the grind?
It doesn't.
Absolutely.
Though. You're just grinding a different way. Instead of grinding blindly for hopefully that you get a red bar weapon, or grinding that you hopefully get a really good stat. I mean, Raphy, you were just talking about that's the one thing you need improvement on, is a better way to farm armor, right? What if they said, listen, dude, you like the look of this armor? Here, we got plenty of ornaments for it. Here, once you do this, that's exactly the armor you can have, but you got to put the time in. Just like, hey, man, think about it, man. How many kills you have to get to fully unlock a weapon on level 17 to 20? It's a lot of kills, man. It takes a lot of time. So how is that reducing the grind? If anything, it's more focusing your grind. And
I'll give you that.
You asked him a question and then you kept talking.
I know. Sorry. But I mean, no. Yeah.
And then he keeps talking.
That's my ADD. I just keep rambling. But
so Raphy, what do you think?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
I'll give you that, the fact that it's probably more of a focused grind if you're doing it for the armor pieces, the way that you guys are describing it. But with it being more of a focused grind, are you wanting to, are you willing to put in the time to do? I'm not sure exactly how Bungie does things. They might make it absolutely ridiculous. So is it really worth it?
30 and Still Gaming, he's always said this thing when it comes to Destiny and all kinds of different games, and his voice just keeps coming in my head when this conversation comes up. Intention for time played. We're hobbyists. We have jobs. We have lives. Let's face it. We're not 24-hour grinding this stuff. And there's content creators who do it, but they make a living doing it that way. We don't have a ton of time. So why not have it where we're like, listen, dude, you like to raid? So you're going to need a lot of recovery, right? You're going to want a lot of resilience so you don't die really quick in these harder encounters, right? Well, here's the steps you need to take to craft this armor just that way you want to do it. And maybe you want to play Crucible and you want really high mobility so you can strafe back and forth when you're shooting people. Well, here you go. Here's your path to do it. It just makes sense, man. It's like the next step from weapon crafting. I don't know. It's just been on my brain all week. I wanted to talk about it. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No.
Not that I can think of.
I think we beat that horse. It's bleeding pretty bad right now. So thanks for indulging me. I don't
know if it's bleeding and that kind of thing, but it's an interesting topic. I mean, I'd like to see what other people think too, So yeah. So let us know.
I would probably have better opinion if I understood the game more, like how it works now compared to all that. But
you talking about as far as farming for armor?
Yeah.
Stats? Well,
yeah.
All right, Hazel, let's indulge them. How do we get those better armor drops?
So pretty much, it all comes down to basically the helm and going there to get the the war table.
Well,
because the war table has basically the easiest chance of getting the high stat armor that you want.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the vendors have it.
Ask.
Yeah.
They do, but here's the thing.
You're saying war table's easiest.
The war table is the easiest. It gives the highest stats.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there's that.
That's one way.
Because I've been grinding out like Season of Seraph stuff, trying to get like higher stat. I think it was boots or something.
Oh, dude.
Or a chest piece, and it just wasn't I was
dude, that's not the way.
getting absolutely murdered.
No, another way you can do it.
Wait,
I'm going to just throw one in here. This is the reason people play Iron Banner so much is you get really high stat armor usually. When it drops for you, it's usually 60 or higher. And I've gotten like 29 discipline armor. And I'm like, oh, that's getting kept. I can use that later. So you start building up armor in your vault, and then that creates a vault problem. But that's another way is Iron Banner. What would be a third way?
I do have a helmet and legs from Iron Banner.
Exactly my point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, aside from that, I would say like what you're doing. So the current seasonal event, when you get like some of those, it actually says, get high stat armor from drops and things like that on your first looted chest, some random BS like that. But what I would say would be that if you're looking for legs that are high stat armor and that, go and make sure that you unlocked everything for Season of the Risen. Okay, now I'm going to do something just for science here. I'm going to buy a set of legs right now.
Which vendor?
From the war table.
Okay. Do you know when? Whoa, hold on. Before you do that, there's another thing people need to know here. On your ghost, if there's a certain stat you want, and it, more than another one, there's a ghost mod where you can actually, let's just say, boost your chances of getting it with a higher number in this respect.
Exactly. Yes. So yeah, like example, like on mine, I'm on my Titan right now, and I have it on resilience armor.
There you go.
That means that my resilience is going to be a minimum of 10.
Right.
So whatever drops, I'm going to have a minimum resilience of 10. But I'm actually going to change that because I am going to change it to.
You're changing discipline, aren't you?
Yep. I've heard the rumors. So the rumors are, aka from the Guardian Hub, is that if you set it as discipline, that it's going to basically be increased spikiness.
All right, I got to log in.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and so I put that on. So that's what I was actually about to ask you if you didn't bring it up, because somebody told me to do that, and that's what I did. I put it on discipline now. So
discipline armor is on your ghost. All right, let's see what we get.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Let me fucking infuse that real quick so I have a space for legs, because you said you're looking for legs. Now, you're not going to get the exact same legs I do, but you're going to give it a shot, though. Exactly.
Come on, craps.
Okay, so there we are. Tusked Allegiance Greaves. I got him. I want it. I got it. I want it. Oh, my God.
Oh, no, don't tell me.
Fucking disgusting.
Tell me. You're killing me.
I don't want to say.
Killing me, man. Come on.
All right. Total overall, 65.
Okay, that's decent.
Mobility, 8. Resilience, 2.
Ooh.
Recovery, 23.
Okay.
Discipline, 20. Intellect, 10. Strength, 2.
So you have two.
That's pretty.
You have 220 plus stats. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
That's pretty spiky.
I like that.
Wait, do you have another? one you can roll?
Of course, dude.
Let's do it. Do one more time. Let's just see what the variation is.
All right. For science.
We're doing it live. We're doing this for you. Hazel's sacrificing his engrams for you guys for science.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'll do legs again.
Okay. Are you doing the same stat?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. We'll see what the variation is.
Okay. Here we go. Dink. And, well, that's weird, but I like it. So, it's a 65 as well.
Okay.
Virtually the same thing. Yeah, virtually the same thing, except mobility is now 2, resilience 6, recovery is 24, discipline is 21, intellect is still 10, and strength is still 2.
So it's pretty much in the same ballpark.
It's not a guarantee, but it's
do a third one.
I'm going to definitely keep that second one over the first one because I like the lower mobility.
Do one more.
Bitch.
Scientific method. Come on.
What?
I want to see how close. I want to see how close. I want to see how close they are within the averages.
Don't you fucking start with me. You're just trying to get me at least my
you got plenty of them. I know you do.
Yeah,
you hoard them like I do.
I have a chest piece that has a total of 90 with my stat increase in the
See, some of that can come from your
damages.
fragments. Some of your fragments will give you stat armor.
Yep. Exactly. I've got one piece that for stasis that actually gets over 100 on a piece of armor.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessive. All right.
I have 32 resilience on that.
He's going to do it one more time. One more time. Then we'll know how.
I'm changing it, though. I'm changing it from discipline, though.
Okay.
I'm going to go with strength.
Okay. Well, you can do more of those damn shoulder charges.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeetus deletus.
That's the hope. Also, I just like throwing hammers. I'm kind of like that. All right. Oh!
We just want to see if it proves that rumor.
Oh! Oh, God.
Sound like you're having a good time over there.
He's baiting us.
All right. Holy hell.
You got boots again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
66 overall.
Okay.
2 mobility. 2 recovery. 30 resilience.
Whoa. Well, you mean recovery.
What?
No. Resilience. 30 resilience.
What was the... So you had 2 mobility.
2, 30, and then 2.
Whoa.
2 mobility, 30 resilience, 2 recovery, 2 discipline, 6 intellect, and 24 strength.
So that dismisses that myth. I think that's spiky.
Yeah. It is, but it is RNG to a degree, but I think what they're basically saying is that you want to put the mod on discipline or strength, because I think the highest you can get is 70 overall. So it's 35 in the top 3 spots. So mobility, resilience, and recovery. Right. 35 for the bottom 3. Right. And okay, for the love of God, anybody listening to this and you're tinkering around with this, don't put your slot from your armor, from your ghost into intellect. Don't do it.
Intellect's just not important anymore. They've nerfed it so much.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even that. It's just your discipline is your grenade. You're going to use your grenade a whole lot more than you are going to use your super. I mean, in your strength, you're going to use your melee a lot more.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I get my super back really fast, so.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on your super, especially if it's a bubble or something, but what if Bungie next season goes, listen, you want 30 resilience? Here's how you do it. Here's the steps. If you want to grind for it, you can get it. Don't worry about all this RNG crap. There's the path. Just like with weapons, because you can still get RNG weapons right now. But if you want to bypass all that bull and just get you a nice, peace of mind pulse rifle, and you want all those great perks on it, then there it is. You look at the interface, it tells you what you can unlock. It tells you what level you need to get to unlock it. Now you just got to go get kills with it. That's grind, man. That increases the grind in this game. Because RNG, when you're out of Engrams, you're out of Engrams.
It's a different type of grind, though.
It is, but it's more focused grind. I think dude, that's what Call of Duty's, they've run that scenario so many times. Everyone wants a diamond camo, so they have to get 500 headshots with a weapon. Well, you can't get 500 headshots with a weapon until you get that great sight on it, which means you got to get so many kills on it to unlock the sights. It's the same thing Battlefield did with their weapons. I'm telling you, it's what drives gameplay, man. It drives people to come back and work on the game. I don't know, man. This could be a possibility. I know it's out there, but I'm glad you guys have the seed now in your head. So good. I feel better.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Totally appreciate that.
Just going over it. Something I just had to talk about this week. All right. It is question time, and we'll be right back. Hey, Guardians. Would you like to send a question for the show to us? There are 4 ways to do it.
You can join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, and you can just lurk and hang out, or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions, where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question. At Guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, You can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, all one word, and we'll play it on the show.
Thanks for all you guys and gals do for our show. It really is great. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man, that's my line. All right, boys and girls, it's my favorite part of the show. This is where we get our questions from you, our listeners, our Discord members, and from our SpeakPipes, your voicemail system, where you can send us a voicemail message, and we might play it on the show. And in fact, we're going to play one here from Mr. Hammercrasher32. Hammercrasher, what's up, bud?
Hammercrasher32 here. Not so much a question, more of like a story time. So Admiral Nips recently had an appendectomy and was talking about getting his staples taken out. That reminded me of a little story of a friend of mine. He had staples in his head and didn't want to go back to the hospital to get the staples removed. So one night we're sitting there at the table in the breakfast nook, and his mom's like, "Okay, I'll pull the staples," and she gets a pair of pliers. And she goes to try to yank them out. Well, she tries to pull them out gently at first, and they're not coming. And she kind of starts giving it more effort. And he's like, "Ow, Mom!" And you see his scalp stretch.
Damn.
And then she starts yanking and yanking and yanking. It looks like she's trying to start a lawnmower. It's hilarious. And she's almost pulling him around the kitchen. Their chairs had wheels on them. It was absolutely hilarious. She didn't get any staples out. Just pulled him around the little breakfast nook by his head. Anyway, we figured out you need to snip them in the middle and kind of like pull them out the side.
Yeah.
Just for future reference, if you need to pull staples from a friend's head. I was dying laughing while he's in pain, and his mom's yanking on his head, and she was cackling the whole time too, which made the thing even better. Anyway, I just thought I'd share.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Hammercrasher. Appreciate that story, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, they've always, even with stitches, they cut them and then pull them out. That's always been the way they've always done it. At least that's the way I always saw them do it. That's nice.
That's the way it was done for me,
Yeah,
for my stitches.
crazy. Yeah, they never just pull them. All right, Hazel, let's dive in. By the way, I had to make a correction here. We were kind of picking on Rodimus last week about how he created all these channels for the questions for the show. And there were a lot of people involved in creating and come up with these ideas. And I just want to give a shout out to RNG Gatr because I know he had a lot of input on this forum style channels that we made for our show. It just makes our life a little easier in finding the questions. So,
In theory.
yeah, exactly. But I just want to give credit where credit was due there. All right, Hazel, what do we got?
Okay, so we're going to do like a 4-to-1 ratio because we have so many questions for Mr. Raphy here.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so did you set the bar high enough for the speedrun from The Champion Prime?
No, not at all. I was hoping for higher. No, once you go on the show again, you're going to beat it, and I'm going to be sad. But
oh
well.
Hey, man, this week you're number one.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It is what it is.
Fuck it.
Exactly. Okay. So, average D2 player, he asks, did you remember to send Gatr the required feet pics to get on this episode?
I don't know.
Yeah, something was like
the hell?
a while ago.
What is wrong with these people?
Yeah. But
I can resend them
apparently,
if you want me to, Gatr.
No, I'm good, man.
but apparently you didn't send good enough ones because he didn't give you the easy speedrun questions like he did Rodimus.
I thought they were pretty easy to me. Anyway, moving on, as you would say.
Oh. Okay. Hades, still a spooky pirate, asks, would you say you're the best guest so far this year?
This year being 2023? No.
Oh, no.
Just to throw shit at myself. Self-burn. Those are rare.
Ouch. Okay, so why is Rodimus your favorite mod?
Well, I interact with him the most, and he did get me my last second question of the month because I'm a terrible person and completely forgot about it, even though you guys reminded me like 12 times.
That tends to be a pattern with a lot of people. Just saying.
No worries, though. Life happens.
It is, man. It's fun. Yeah, I'm just glad people participate, to be honest.
Yeah. Average D-Flute player goes on to ask, how much is Rodimus paying you to say he is your favorite mod?
No, that's what I'd like to know.
That is classified information, and Rodimus, we need to like cut it out. They're catching on to us. Need to chill.
Free raid runs.
Okay, I'm going to keep going with this whole Rodimus train for a second here. Okay, so the Champion Prime goes on to ask, state your name and purpose for being here. I guess that fits with the Champion Prime.
That's where I kind of got it.
Name and purpose for being here. Raphael, Raphy, whatever you want to call me. And I don't know, because I like talking whenever I'm comfortable with people, I guess.
That's good. I like that answer.
Okay. And then Monkey, King of the Bullies, asks, what is Rodimus smoking and where can I get some?
I would say some crack, and I would say I know a guy. Just hit me up. I'll find it for you. Don't worry, bud.
Amazing. All right. Last one here regarding Rodimus from Bell, of all people.
This guy.
What is your favorite part of this community, and why is it not Rodimus?
Favorite part of the community is the fact that everyone's like super nice and chill. Everyone gets along. We all are like genuinely great people, and it makes it way easier to come out of your shell than elsewhere. And I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we do it, man.
Yep.
Bring people together. Hell yeah.
Exactly. And definitely not Rodimus. Okay. Noted.
All right. I'm not picking on Rodimus anymore. He's doing good work, man. All right. I've got a question here from Hades. Geez, I wonder what Hades wants. What's up, Hades?
Good morning, Guardian Down. What up? Hopefully that was loud enough. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been louder. See if anyone at home would notice. I'm sat outside work, staring at the shutters because I don't start for another, 7 minutes. Watching people walk up to them with the shutter half down, the automatic door not opening, and half of the lights not on. Being really confused why they can't walk in and buy things, and then looking at the sign saying we're not open for another 20 minutes on, and then looking really confused again. It's brilliant. People are stupid. Yeah, what was I gonna... Question for you guys. What kind of shoes do you like wearing? For you, Gatr. I'm not asking about women's feet or any of that.
What? What'd I say?
Your favorite kind of footwear for you. I've got a pair of knockoff fake plastic leather boots with a big zip down the side. They're comfy and easy to put on when you're half asleep. But yeah, don't judge my zippy shoes. Love the show. Love you both. Have a good one.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I heard you loud and clear, by the way. That was much better. Much better. What do you think, Raphy?
He asked, what's my favorite type of shoe to wear?
Yeah. What's your go-to shoe?
It's definitely going to be Vans. I have 4 pairs sitting in my closet right now.
It's because you used to skateboard.
I also used to
skateboard.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. Hazel, what are you wearing, man?
Well, it's not.
Hold on. Hazel, what are you wearing?
Shit.
Khakis.
Uncomfortable.
Khakis. She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Fun fact. Here's a fun fact for you. So, my daughter has a crush on a kid named Jake.
Mm-hmm.
And for the life of us, we could not remember his name. So we're sitting there in the car, and I'm like, who's that kid you have a crush on? And she's like, I'm not telling. And I'm like, is it Zach? And she's like, no. Or no, my wife said Zach, and I'm like, hamburger? And she just like starts cracking up laughing, and she's like, it's Jake. I was like, that's right, from State Farm. So,
just call him State Farm.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So the real question is, do you guys like the original Jake from State Farm or the new Jake from State Farm?
I like the
I
original.
don't know. The first one was hideous. So
Yeah, but I liked
gotta go
him.
with the second.
Yeah.
I don't know. Khakis. So what?
That's awesome.
So what was your answer?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So my go-to shoe is different than my favorite shoe. My favorite shoe is a pair of Gore-Tex Chuck Taylors.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
Retain that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes, these are like heavy duty, and they're going to withstand everything.
Nice.
So,
I'm a running shoe guy. I love any running shoe that's bright, and especially if it has orange on it, because I'm a Gatr. But yeah, any kind of Nike Freeze, any kind of running shoe, because I like lightweight and very comfortable shoes. And yeah, that's me, man. All right.
are you running them?
I do run some of them. I have some pair that I use. I have a pair that I use for my treadmill. I have a pair I use for walks around when my wife and I walk our dogs and stuff. And I have a pair I wear to the gym. I like shoes. All right.
Do you have a pair of white New Balances?
I have a pair of, now I do have a pair of Nike Airs that are very much like what you're talking about. They're black. They're very rare shoes. Black with a black swoosh. Anyway.
I think Hazel got what I was getting at.
Did I go over my head? I don't know what you're asking. How did I miss that?
Nothing.
New Balance? I do have some New Balance.
Oh God!
Never mind. All right. Thanks.
Stop digging the hole.
Thanks, Hades, buddy, old pal.
Bro.
Oh God! All right.
Oh,
What's
shit.
in the Discord, Hazel? Let's keep going. I'm looking at the clock.
Okay, so Technical asks, "What is a goop?"
Yeah.
From what I know, the goop is the DSC goopy stuff that goes on your head.
Exactly.
Is that where it came from?
But I'm not a tops, so I don't know.
That's what
Wouldn't
you've
that
been
mean
told.
you would know?
Yeah, if
Oh,
you're bottom,
yes,
that would make
it
sense.
would mean. Yes.
Damn, I never knew it was that.
Oh God!
I think
Yep.
I asked you guys one time when I was raiding with you, and you're like, I got some kind of, like, you guys weren't very descript. I had to kind of fish it out of you, but okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So, question from Man Myth Legend Raphy.
Who's that
Question
guy?
for the show. Again. Yeah, no shit, right? Again, because it got deleted. Tear face, crying, that kind of thing. Why is Goop Troop so popular?
Nah, this is for you guys. You guys answering this.
No, Nope. I saved this question just for this episode.
Ah, you suck.
Surprise.
I
does
think
that?
I think it's so popular because it's like a normal rating group where everyone is so, I guess, connected, and we're all friends at this point, like really good friends, and we all have fun. And whenever we are able to induct someone into that, it's always like everyone's always saying how fun it is to raid with us because we're not worried about how long it takes or like if we're not even able to finish it. We're just worried about us having fun doing it.
Okay.
Yep. Well said. I mean, I remember a Goop Troop raid with EXO doing DSC, and we didn't make it past the first part, basically, past the fuses, because there was like a lot of like errors going on and things like this.
Yeah.
I mean, and we were like, EXO had a hell of a time laughing and everything else with us. And we were like, you know what? I think we need to, give him an honorary title. And we're putting up with that.
Get in here.
So, yep. Good stuff. All right. Moose asks, who is your favorite Goop Troop member and why is it Moose?
My favorite Goop Troop member would have to be myself, motherfucker. Self-love.
I like that answer.
Nah. I love all of you guys equally. Everyone is super fun to play with, and I love playing with every one of them. So I cannot say who my favorite is. I'm more terrified of Moose than anybody, though. So
does he need to be timed?
I can at least dodge Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
I can dodge Hazel. I can't dodge Moose.
Mm-hmm.
He's on game, huh? Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. Okay. So, Moose asks a question that we already answered. What is the Goop Troop's origin story?
Well, it was the goopy stuff, but then on top of that, I was actually informed this by Bell because he was like, just in case they ask. Apparently, Sauced came up with it, and it was like a spoof of the Goof Troop.
Yeah. Oh, God, I remember that.
I wasn't there for that.
I wasn't either.
Like I said before, but that's where it came from.
We were talking about the Goofy movie.
Oh, my God.
Which is the greatest Disney movie of all time. Don't at me.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I agree with you. You can at me about it. I don't give a shit. Yep. That was good stuff. Okay.
Goof Troop.
Okay, so All Thumbs asked the same question. Where did the name or term Goop Troop come from, and how did it come about, and what does it mean?
I don't think there's a meaning behind it. I don't know. I can't answer that one for you, bud.
Yep.
That's going to be for someone else that knows more than me about anything.
Yep. Okay, so last one about the Goop Troop. From HR Department Danger. Question for the Raphy. What do you think of the new Goop Troop Wow Lee flag?
Oh my God, that's well, you need to explain to everyone what it looks
like. That raid was wild.
It's a flag. You want to explain it to our listeners who can't see it?
Me? I'll let Raphy.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so it's basically a white flag that shows Owen Wilson, and on either side of his mouth it has W's, and his mouth is the shape of an O, so it's like wow. So I just finished up a raid with I can't remember who all was in that raid, but we went through King's Fall. And we got through it, and I was just going into another chat to say goodnight to everybody, because I saw that Affilion, Bell, and a bunch of other guys doing King's Fall as well. And there was like 10 people in that chat. And so I'm just chilling there, waiting for everyone to kind of go quiet a little bit so I can say goodnight to everybody. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everyone's just going, wow, wow. So I fucking joined in. We're all going... There's like, I think 7 people just sitting there saying, wow.
Oh, jeez.
That was so wild. I love the flag. The wildly flag. I need to hold on before you delete that. I need to screenshot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna delete that. Actually, I might pin that just for fun.
I screenshotted it.
Amazing. All right, Gatr.
All right, we have one from Uncle Scumdeath. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, Scumdeath here. For Christmas, my girlfriend bought me this lovely Marshall speaker, Bluetooth speaker. I've had Bluetooth speakers. We keep them in the kitchen because that's the communal area really in the house, and they always get wrecked. So she's bought me a really nice Marshall speaker to put in the kitchen. So we usually have it near where we prepare food. So I thought, this is brand new, so I'm going to move it over to the other side of the kitchen where we don't prepare food. I'll move all the kettle over the other side, so it's out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, lovely. So then today, she decided to change all the cupboards and drawers, everything, all the food and the tea bags and everything that's in the cupboards. She's changed it all around. So now, when we're preparing food, all the food stuff in the cupboard is next to me bloody speaker. So it's absolutely defeated the object. But that aside, now she's changed all the cupboards around. I'm trying to make tea. I'm trying to cook tea. I can't find anything. I don't know where anything is. Oh, it's a bloody nightmare. Yeah, so I'm going to have to cut this short. But yeah, I've got a question. So a question for the show is, when was the last time somebody moved stuff around and you're like, what have you done? I can't find anything anymore. No. Anyway, so I've got to carry on, keep looking for the baked beans. Love you all. Take care. See you soon. Bye.
Baked beans. Thanks, Uncle Scumdeath. Appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, jeez.
When's the last time someone moved stuff around? You couldn't find it, Raphy?
Probably the last time my ex cleaned up my room while I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she moved everything, and I could not find any of my crap. And I was like, dude, where is this? And she's like, oh, it's right here. I was like, I had it in that specific spot because I knew exactly where it was. It might look like crap, but I know where everything is. But by the way, I did look up Scumdeath's band,
mm-hmm.
and I loved it.
War Crab.
It was awesome. Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely loved it.
Is his new album out yet? I haven't seen if it's out yet. I think he said it's going to be a few more months. It's in production, I think.
Yeah. He just recorded it.
Yeah. He's going to be a few months then, probably. Part of the process. Hey, what about you, Hazel? Somebody moving stuff around for you? Messing things up?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter, she moved all of the, the silverware from the container. She's like, I got sick of seeing it like this, so I moved it around. So the forks are out of place. The knives are out of place. I'm just like, I reach in and I grab the wrong thing all the time now.
No.
Because she just keeps moving them. And I'm like,
oh yeah, let me eat this soup with a fork.
Yeah, exactly.
See, my wife and I are pretty much the same mind when it comes to that stuff. We like to know where everything is and where to get it. In fact, I'm always a stickler when my kids borrow tools and stuff. It's always what my dad taught me is put it back exactly where you got it. That way, if I need it, I know where to find it. But that's not my answer. My answer is my grocery store. They totally revamped the whole store. And I'm like, we come to this place every Tuesday, just about, for years and years and years. And all of a sudden they revamp everything. And I'm like, other than the dairy, which is always on the outside wall, I don't know where the hell anything is anymore. And my wife and I were getting a little miffed about it. But yeah, that's my answer, is my damn grocery store. Don't know why they did it, but that's the answer. Yeah, but we're pretty good around the house. Okay. What do we got left there, Hazel?
All right.
By the way, I'm out of speak pipes.
Okay. All right. I probably should not have started a solo Spire run right now.
Yeah.
But
I can join up on you.
Probably not the best.
Once this is done, I can't multitask.
You're good. I'm camped out in a room right now by myself. So, okay, here we go. So now some random questions for you.
Random ass?
Yep. Are there any other?
Probably not.
Exactly. So, from average D2 player, what games, if any, do you play besides Destiny 2?
Okay, so I'm just going straight to my games on my Xbox right now. So I have D2 that I play a lot, obviously. I've been trying to beat Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've been trying to completely beat it so I can finally play Valhalla because I haven't even touched that game and I bought it 2 years ago. I play Battlefield 2042 a little bit whenever I just want to shoot shit and not pay attention to anything. Rocket League, I'll play some of that. Halo Wars, Power Wash Simulator, might. I used to play Rainbows. It was so good, dude. So good.
That was my first RTS.
I was going to say that's a Halo RTS, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first RTS, and I was just in love.
It was amazing.
Nice.
Very cool.
Okay. I guess this is a question. It's not phrased as a question, but question for the Raphy. The Eagles going to win the Super Bowl?
I sure fucking hope so. Oh, God. You don't know how happy I would be. The first time I watched them win the Super Bowl back in 2017, 16, whichever way you want to word that, I almost knocked over a table at Buffalo Wild Wings because I was so happy.
It's sad, but that's the wrong answer, though.
It's the wrong answer?
That's the wrong answer.
What's the right answer?
No is the correct answer.
Well, I think the door is right over there, and you can go on out. Well, on the Hertz train.
Okay. Maintenance Man Waffle asks, what is your go-to cookout order? Also, why is the Goop Troop the best raid group?
I'll leave the second part out because we already answered that.
Okay.
That first part, go-to cookout order. Big double burger tray, ketchup, pickles, and cheese, Cajun fries, cheese bites, and a huge tea.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
That sounds pretty good.
It is fucking amazing. It is the greatest thing ever. That is something that I wish I had from 0 to 10.
And where do you get that at?
What?
Like, is that like what you do at a cookout, or? Like...
No, there's a restaurant called Cookout.
Oh.
And it's called their trays. They used to be $5 for a tray, so $5 for all of that.
Oh wow!
But everything increased in prices, so now it's like I think $7 or $8 for all of that, which is still not bad. It's really, really good for what it is. But I miss when it was $5.
Yeah, it's never going to go back down to that either.
I need a new microphone.
That sounds amazing, though.
It's delicious.
All right.
It might still be open, actually. I might have to swing by after this.
Okay. So, sauce is good there. Okay. Working at the same Mercedes dealer to you, and Bell. Wait a minute. What? Working at the same Mercedes dealer to you or do you and Bell screw about and play pranks on each other from an average D2 player?
So, back when we were in Express, absolutely, because he he was running things over in Express and getting Express started up whenever I first started there. And then they moved us together while we were in main shop, and it wasn't so much pranks, more about us literally just sitting there bullshitting for hours and then being like, oh, I haven't made any money today. Oh, I haven't either. Oh well.
That's funny. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Z Champion Prime again asks.
He loves me.
Yeah. Are you the reason for the GDC HR department?
Man, I didn't even do nothing. I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
very
he's talking
sus.
about. This is wild.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Average DG. Or wait, I'm sorry. Go. All right. We're almost done with the Raphy questions. When you raid, what do you like most about it? For example, what appeals to you or gives you the dopamine hit about it? From AAA best hub on the net.
Kingsley.
Yep.
I would have to say the sense of like accomplishment and completion of it is a really great thing, but also just being able to sit there and have fun with people I like talking to and enjoy being in the raid with is one of the best feelings ever. And like I said before, for one of my previous questions for somebody else, or I think it was for you guys, just you guys, like even doing like my very first Sherpa through, it felt great to be able to teach other people how to get through it. And now they're probably able to do it a little bit better than they were before. And that I'm just glad I was able to help with that.
That's awesome. I mean, that's how I feel like whenever, like, you know, it's like us all doing a raid together and like that vow, I was like, oh, like, all right, great. You know, here we go. And now, I mean, you guys are on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would love to do vow again. I need more experience doing it before I can feel completely comfortable.
I
need multiple runs through things.
I'm going to pose that question to you, Hazel.
Yeah, the same thing. I mean, just the dopamine hit of like people just finishing it for the first time and that kind of thing is just it's awesome.
See, when I raid, I feel I can get to know someone because you're spending a couple hours with them, so you're talking back and forth. But I grew up with boss fight type games, so my dopamine hit is when that boss falls. That's the thing. So,
yeah. See, the real conversations where you get to know somebody is when you're up until 2 or 3 a.m. just sitting there talking with them. You guys are just chilling in orbit.
Oh yeah, we've had those nights.
And I'm looking at you, Bill.
We've had plenty of those nights where everyone's done and we're just all just hanging out and talking. Yeah, happens a lot.
Yep.
All right. What else do we have? Anything left there, Hazel?
That is it for Raphy. So, Gatr, if you want to hit up any of the other ones, just a couple.
Sure.
And
yeah, I have one. I have one here from SV6 Mad. Nice. He says, "Here's a curly one for you. Question for the show: the subgenre game of Destiny Killer has accumulated a few titles now. I myself have invested approximately 3,500 hours into the Division series across both games. If you have played any of them, which had the feature you'd love to see in Destiny that's not in right now? Weapons crafting is one of them I saw that made its way over, but would love to also see an optimization station where you can optimize stat points to really min-max your builds. Also, brand stat bonuses, like wearing 2 pieces of, or 3 pieces of raid or dungeon armor gives a boost to something. We're seeing it slightly with the seasonal armor now, but I'd like to see build synergy boosting capability. I'll pose that to
that's
you.
That's right from the Division.
Yeah. I played a little of Division. I know what he's talking about there, but I didn't play enough of it, but I have another game in mind. But what do you think, Raphy?
I played a bunch of Division 2, like quite a bit of it. Not nearly as much as him, but that's about the only other game. I think that optimization thing would definitely be really helpful. I didn't really understand it all too well in not in Destiny, but in Division, because I was still trying, like I was just playing it to shoot shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely think that would be a cool idea and a good thought to bring in for Destiny, especially for people that are trying to get the best out of their build that they can.
Right. And we talked about that, kind of a deterministic path, right? But this would be a station, in fact. Make it even easier. Yeah. Cool. Hazel?
Okay.
No, the question.
Eh?
No. The answer to the question.
Oh.
What would one thing you want to play in other games, what would you bring over to Destiny that you want to bring over? That you loved in other games?
Other Destiny killers.
Yep.
I don't know. Something that would add utter and complete chaos would be, I'd like to see, mechs from, Anthem come in.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Pilot a mech.
Well, the little bit of Anthem I played was so fun.
It was a fun game.
That was good.
Story was good too. And the one, I already kind of mentioned it earlier, but it's, the Battlefield series, especially Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, where the more you play with a weapon, you have like all of these unlocks. It's not weapon crafting, but it's literally just unlocking weapons, but for armor. Like we talked about earlier, you unlock more perks or more, even more stats. Kind of what Hazel was referring to with the seasonal armor too. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing that kept me hooked for so long with Battlefield was the fact that I worked on every gun one at a time and got all the kills I needed to unlock everything for that gun. And then once I wanted to use it, I had whatever I wanted on it, whether it was an FLIR scope where I could see through smoke or dark areas or whatever. I had it all set up. So, all right. What's that?
Seriously? I always use the
flare
whenever I
scope
play
was
Battlefield 3 and 4, I have the same loadout, and I was always playing either sniper or engineer. Sniper, I was using the best sniper you could use, which I think at that time was like the JNG 90 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as an engineer, I was always using the G36 with the hollow sight with the flip reticle.
Yeah, G36 is a good all-around rifle.
4.
Yeah, it was like a Swiss Army knife of rifles.
Yeah, that's what I used all the time, and I was doing crazy stuff with an RPG, like jumping out of a helicopter and just blasting a plane out of the sky. And
yep, you get those vids all the time where it actually hits. Yep. Yeah, I mean the I mentioned it a couple shows ago. The AN-92, it was a 2-shot Russian rifle. That thing was so damn accurate, and you literally were just going tadep, and just killing fools. And with that FLIR scope, like in dark areas where people were just camping, looking at sight lines through doors and stuff, using every possible angle to get you. I had that FLIR scope, so even the smoke and all the chaos, I could just see right through it and get a kill with it. It was great. Okay. I have one from Chubby Wizard here. Question for the show. Since Iron Banner, Iron Banner is over. What are your thoughts on it? Like, dislike? Did you play? Did you grind for the armor? I actually liked it. Seeing people in Iron Banner armor and actually having something meaningful to grind for, armor and shaders, he means there, felt great. It's the first time Destiny 2 Iron Banner felt Destiny 1 Iron Banner in a long time for me. I know a lot of people are complaining about teams losing on purpose and Bubble and DMT, but overall I had a fun this week. Thanks again and keep up the great work. Thank you, Chubby Wizard. Good to hear from you, man. I think we kind of went down this path. I just want to make sure I read his question because it was a good question. He always puts a lot of thought in his questions. I like how he asks them too. Yeah, I mean, I think we all agreed that what we liked and disliked from Iron Banner. Was there anything else we wanted to mention?
I did find it kind of annoying, the bubble in the center.
God, bubbles. There'd be a whole team.
I can't do shit. I'm just standing there. Just like, I literally was standing there watching them inside the bubble while they're just sitting there, and I'll just emote in front of them.
Yeah. Well, that's why I ran my Nova Bomb, because I was the bubble popper. I'd rather be the bubble popper than the bubble creator. So I love it when I hit the bubble with the Nova and everyone would scatter like rats. It was great.
Yeah.
I've already shared my opinion on the scoreboard and all that, so we don't need to rehash that. Anything else you want to add, Hazel?
Nope. I'm just excited for it to come back so I can finish it up.
I hear you. I have one here from Thing. I quit playing Destiny after Forsaken launched. I was pretty upset that I had bought Forsaken, and yet they still wanted me to pay for the seasons. So that's why I quit playing. Fast forward to July 2022, I reinstalled it, caught the DLC during a sale, so got all the DLC for less than $130-ish. Give or take, and now I understand the seasonal model. I'm loving the game, been playing pretty consistently since then. Anyways, my question is everyone just burnt out? I mean, I hear a lot of complaints about the game and Bungie and its direction. Perhaps everyone should just take some time. Take a season off. I don't know. I mean, I get it, but I still rather enjoy the game, even the grind I find kind of fun. Maybe I should have done a speak pipe. Yeah, it would have been a good speak pipe. Speakpipe.com/Guardian Downcast. What do you guys think? Are we all just burnt out?
Yes.
I mean, we've been playing it a long time.
I mean, I'm not so burnt out, but I've just started again. But I do find myself going to other games more often because I find there's not a whole lot left for me to be able to spend my time doing. And I don't want to complain about it because I feel like it's not worth complaining about.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand. I mean, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've been feeling that way lately too.
I mean, we've been playing it a long time. For me, it's, I haven't been burnout because I'm starting to do other things now that take time from my Destiny game playing. So when I do have time to play, which is more rare these days, I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying comp. It's a fresh situation. I haven't really played any competitive in the past, and now I'm kind of committed to playing it at least once a week. And the stories every week, I'm really enjoying the stories. So I'm right in that sweet spot, I think. I'm not killing myself, but at the same time, I'm pacing myself, I guess, which is maybe better for me. I'm really excited for Lightfall, though. All right, let's do one more here.
And also, Raphy, if you find one question that you like too, feel free to
call it out.
Do it. So,
I'm in the Destiny questions go here channel, by the way. We have some.
Then I'll move to the random life questions.
Yeah, there we go. See one there you like? Let me know.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go with this one as my question.
Okay.
Hades, question for the Gatr. You say PvP needs work and is stale, but you played the same 4 game modes for how many years in COD? Sure, every year or so you could pay $60 to get a new game with a 2-hour max campaign and about 6 new maps, but from World at War to Warzone, not much has changed.
And you make good points there, Hades. And eventually, just for the record, I did fall out. At the time, I had a hold on a sec. At the time, I had a big contingent of gaming dads and this is where community really makes the game go a long way. I think Bungie's tapped into it well. I had guys I would game up and gear up with after dinner every day, every night. And it was like, I would say, a total of 30 or 40 guys, and we would all get into different teams. So we'd see different guys every night, depending on who got on what team, depending on when they logged in and stuff. But we'd have like a good 4 to 6 teams going all the time. And we'd even play each other sometimes, which is that was even more fun. But yeah, you're right. They had a kind of a very well graphic, it had a very high graphical nature to those campaign missions, but there were a few seasons, a few games, DLCs that came out that were really interesting. I have some of my favorites, but after a while, people don't even play the campaign anymore. They just buy it for the latest multiplayer. And, they had different maps. They're always rotating different maps. They always have different, depending on and it's always based on the campaign story. So it ties in with the campaign story if you've played it, but it didn't matter really because you got all brand new maps, let's face it. Everyone knows a Call of Duty map. It's a 3-lane map. You have one up the middle and you got 2 flanks on the side. And every Call of Duty map was kind of the same. They changed it up a little bit, but generally I would say it was the camaraderie and the guys we played every night that kept me playing for, I want to say a decade of Call of Duty. And after a while, when I was so burnt out on Call of Duty, I didn't even play Crucible when Destiny came out. I wanted to play something that was not PvP. So that's the reason why I played Call of Duty so long. There was really nothing else like it. There was really nothing else like it until Destiny came along. So there you go. That was your question, Hazel? All right. What about you, Raphy? What's your final question going to be?
Oh, God. I like 2 of them. I can't decide. I need help.
Go with them both.
I'm very indecisive.
Yeah, go with them both.
Okay. So this one was from Danger.
Okay.
Question for the show. They recently reported that Lightfall is the end of an era with the Light and Darkness saga. What is your favorite moment from the saga? What is your least favorite? What do you think Bungie can do to improve your least favorite moment?
Oof.
Ooh, that's a deep question. All right. Hazel, you go first.
Okay. It's kind of something I mentioned earlier. My favorite moments are the ones that are happening now. How we're not having just disparate characters, just like, hey, this season's going to focus on these 2 people and this season's going to focus on these 2 people. It's more of, we've built the groundwork, like pretty much this whole season, and now we're seeing it pay off.
Yeah, the weekly stories are awesome. Favorite part of the Light and Dark saga. My answer is not going to be very popular, but I still enjoyed the Destiny 1 campaign. I know it ended really weird with the stranger, but, she gives you the rifle and disappears, but I guess mainly because it was my first experience with Destiny. As far as the Light and Darkness saga we're talking about, it includes Destiny 1. And my least favorite, well, everyone knows my least favorite saga of the saga, and that's the season of plunder with all the lighthearted pirate theme everywhere. It just didn't fit with Destiny. It just didn't fit with Destiny. What about you, Raphy?
Well, considering I was gone for most of it, all I can really say is I really enjoyed D1 campaign, like the base campaign. Played the crap out of it. So just playing that was definitely my favorite part because it's what made me enjoy the game in the first place and know that maybe later, whenever I can afford to actually play this game, I can I'll keep playing it. And then my least favorite moment, even though I wasn't here for it, was when Cade died.
Yeah.
I love Cade
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Well,
that's not something that they could work on either. I mean, and fix. I mean, because that was sort of one of the questions that was asked.
Yeah, it was how do you improve your least favorite moment? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you don't really improve on that moment with Cade. I mean,
unkill him. I don't know how you would do that, but fucking unkill him. I love him.
What I would say would be that, I mean, honestly, at the time, they spoiled that.
They do.
So if they wouldn't have spoiled that, that would have had tons of emotional impact.
I think they were pressured to sell games, and I guess they made the decision to throw the surprise out there a little early, I guess. I don't know why they didn't keep it to the surprise.
But they did the same thing for Witch Queen, though.
Yeah, in a roundabout way they did. I still think there was some surprise in there because you didn't know how it was going to happen. We didn't know how Cade was. Well, we kind of saw what happened at the end there, but
yeah, they fucking showed the whole thing.
They kind of gave it away there, but at least with Savathun, you didn't know how she got to that point, so there was still some mystery on how we were going to go around to get to that point. But with Cade, yeah, there's no way to fix that. I mean, they literally did spoil it. The pirate booty thing for me, how could they? I mean, just keep the theme, keep the theme where it needs to be. Seraph makes much more sense. A blunderbuss makes no sense in a Space Odyssey game.
Don't listen to him, Bungie. If you're listening to this, don't listen to him.
I'm the jilted girlfriend. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. My least favorite thing over the past seasons has been PvP.
All right, how are we fixing it?
Maps. We need some new maps.
I agree, man. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You had another one, Raphy?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so then. Yeah. Question for the show from Moose. How long are the actual recording sessions? Seems to be a running gag that Gatr doesn't cut things from the show like he says he does. But after the most recent episode, I'm curious as to how long the uncut versions are.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I think right now it's 1:30 in the morning.
It's over 3 hours, right? I would say I really don't cut much out. I cut, you know what I cut out? I cut some ums and ahs. I cut out space, like when Hazel's playing and he's trying to think of something to say. I cut out stuff like, like I asked a question during the interview that Hazel and I, what
did I miss? What?
Nothing. What? Don't worry about it. Just finish your spire. But no, I really don't cut a lot out. If anything, I just cut out the stuff that's not going to benefit the listener. I'm just professional that way. And yes, it takes me several hours to do that. Several hours of time of my Sundays usually to do that. But I want to make sure it's right before it goes out. It's like an artwork, you want to make sure it's just right. And, as much as I try to quickly just clean it up and throw it out, I just can't do it. Can't do it. So yeah, it would say, we're probably going to go another 15, 20 minutes here. So, we had a break too. So we're probably at 3 hours and, 3 hours and 45 minutes maybe. So we'll probably have about a 3 hour and 20 minute show. I'm guessing from what I know or I need to take out. So there you go. Yeah. Thanks, Moose.
Okay. I just want to say we all, at least I appreciate all the work that's put into it.
Thanks, man. Well, I have a buddy of mine, All Thumbs, who is kind of an old school, what's the word am I thinking of? He's not an audio engineer, but he's an audiophile type of guy. And right off the bat, he told me things that didn't sound too hot. And I really appreciated that input because I was new at doing all this stuff. So I didn't know that there was a lot of hiss or there was a lot of something that was going on. I had to just learn that from people telling me what they didn't like to hear. So I appreciate that input. And that's what over the years, I've just honed it. I just know what works and what doesn't sound too great. Okay. So that leaves my question. Is that all we got left? My question?
Yeah, real quick though. Technical, I had a question here. Will Gatr ever edit that out?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. You'll just have to find out. That's the fun thing about our show. And just so you know, for all you diehard listeners there who actually listen to the very end, for those of you who tune out as soon as we do our song picks, or tune out when we're doing our housekeeping at the end, you're missing something at the very end. Just saying. We've been doing that ever since day one, back in July of 2019. So it's my signature thing. It's what I do with every podcast I do. Okay. Did you take care of that technical one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making sure we're cleaning that up. Okay. So that leaves me to lead us out here. Let's see. All right. Let me just get this out of the way. This was, I jumped into the Guardian Hub after they recorded their show this week. And there was RNG Gatr in there. I think, Rodimus, Kingsley. I think Kato was in there. I still want to call him Kano. Sorry, buddy. And RNG Gatr DM'd me and said, dude, how many alts do you really have? How many alt accounts do you really have? Curious minds want to know. And this is what Rodimus's question is to me tonight. I actually went back into my PlayStation accounts and Steam accounts and actually counted them up. And I actually stated this to him. I said, all right, what's the running bet? And I'll tell you, and we'll split the money. And he goes, no running bet. We're just curious. I added it up. I have, I gave all the names to, RNG Gatr. I have 16 alt accounts.
Holy shit.
Yep. And this is
why the hell do you have so much?
This is ever since I started gaming online a long time ago. So these have just accumulated over the years. And there are a lot, I would say 90% of them I don't use anymore, but I do have them. They're out there.
So how many
active Destiny accounts?
Just Destiny 2 accounts, alts do you have?
Probably of those I mentioned, probably 8 that I've actually played Destiny using. But as far as my active ones, I only have 2 that I use now. Just my main account and my other account in GDC3. That's the only 2 I have time to play now. So, yep. It was always fun and people never understood why I did alt accounts. It's because I loved ranking stuff up in Destiny. And once you got to cap, there was nothing else really to do. People would say I'm bored, there's nothing to do. I'm like, there's always something to do. I'll make another account and I'll start all over again. And the progression in the game is what I always loved about Destiny. And that's the reason why I have so many alt accounts. Yeah. All right. So I'm a true fan. All right. Did we get rid of that question? Far. Let me make sure I get rid of that question.
I deleted it.
Thank you. Well, hey, everyone. Thanks for sending your questions in. Hey, if we didn't get to your question this week, hey, we'll do better next week. So thanks for that. All right. Mr. Elmer Fudd, take it away, sir.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fudd. Well, this is the final segment of our show. So we like to pick our song for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. It's a little sample of what the two of us and our guest Raphy here want to listen to. And we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and now Apple Music also for all you Apple guys and gals out there. I'll post the links down in our show description down below. We now have 1,082 songs representing all of us and all of our past guests. The songs we've picked ever since we started our show back in July of 2019. So I'll go to you first, Raphy. What'd you pick for tonight, man?
So I ended up picking. It was a tough decision. It was really tough. I love music, so of course they're both hip hop songs because I grew up listening or hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I've always seen it potato. I picked Die Hard by Kendrick Lamar.
It's a great song.
It is an amazing song. Everyone was sleeping on this album whenever it first came out because it wasn't going like as hard, but it was more of an emotional album.
Oh, yeah.
And if you just listen to that whole album, it's so nice, and it was hard to pick a single song from that album.
But, I have a song from that album too that I have been like sitting on, like waiting for like, something for me to like pick, and I'm like, oh, nope, okay, not this week. That Mother I Sober.
Yes.
That's just it's way different of an album.
Yeah, the chorus, like, I hope I'm not too late, set my demons straight. Yeah, I can't tell you how great that feels to just hear that. Because you never know what's going on with somebody else. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, that's cool.
No.
That's cool.
No, exactly.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
All right, Hazel, what do you got for tonight?
So, Chris3711 messaged me. We were talking back and forth, and he's like, he just shared a song, and I was just like, I remember that. And I was just like, okay. So I'm like, I got to add that. I checked our playlist. It wasn't there. So I was like, that's even better. So my pick is 99 Problems by Hugo.
Oh, okay. Very good. Well, the thing I love about music, and Raphy, I'm the same way, man. I'm a big music lover. I love all kinds of music. Is that it can take you back in time to when you first heard that band, that album or that music group, whatever. And I heard this group when I was 16 years old. I remember I was going to I was on a high school trip to Mexico. My first time being out of the country. I won't tell you how I had to raise money to get back in the country, but that's another story. But there was this one chintzy little store I went into, and I had a Walkman cassette player with a wired headset, and it went around your head. And I wanted some new music. I wanted to listen to something new. We're on the bus, this charter bus forever. So there was this little, Hazel will get a kick out of this, little turnstile that held cassette tapes, not books, but cassette tapes. And I saw this one colorful album that was in Spanish, so I didn't understand what it was. But all I knew is it had the letters 90125 on the front of it. So my song is from this group, and it's from their 87 album called Big Generator, and the song is Shoot High, Aim Low. And it's a group that I've added another song into our playlist, and that is Yes. It's like an anthem for me when I wake up in the morning. It just empowers you. It's just a real powerful song. And it's about letting go of your inhibitions and just aiming high. It's, like I said, one of the last bands I picked it just has talent from top to bottom. And some of them aren't even with us anymore. It's sad to see these artists go. I mean, Lisa Marie Presley's is dead now. Jeff Beck is gone. I thought about getting a Jeff Beck song tonight, but this song just hits me hard. So
was Lisa Marie an artist?
Well, I mean,
I know she came out with some stuff, but I don't know.
She was more of an icon more than an artist, I guess. But I don't know. It's just sad. She wasn't that old, was she? Was she like 60s, maybe 50s, 60s?
So what's her name?
Lisa Marie Presley. She was married to Mike.
54.
Yeah, that's not very old, dude. That's like my age. Anyway, well, according to Lon, I don't have many years left, so I better live them. Hey guys, I just want to mention, if you are enjoying what you're listening to tonight, give us a review on whatever podcast app you use. We might actually read them out on the show. I just want to mention that we don't really do reviews much, but, any review you can send us about our show. We've been doing it for quite a while now. I don't know if it helps us get found or not, but it'd be really cool just to put fuel in our tank. So if you are out there and you want to give us a review on whatever app you're using, we'd appreciate it. And, that brings us to our announcements, Hazel. But, one thing I wanted to mention before we get to that is, our question of the month for January. And it was what keeps you from joining up and playing in a group. I mean, we've been talking about groups all night tonight. Also, a bonus is what ideas might you have that may help others that are hesitant to do it and join up and play in a group. We're going to need all these answers by Tuesday, January 31st. And on our first episode of February, episode 185, Hazel and I will play the answers from our speak pipes and include also our answers in our Discord channel, question of the month. And you can, like I said, you can send us a voicemail at speakpipe.com/Guardian Downcast or put it in the appropriate channel in our Discord. And you'll be included into a drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card. We do that every month. But our SpeakPipe answers will also be entered into 2 additional drawings for podcast merch and some little bit of swag. So, which we get, by the way.
I want some swag, boss.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, we get it from designedbyhumans.com. So t-shirts, coffee mugs. What do we got? All kinds of stuff. With stickers and decals and all kinds of cool stuff.
Look at that, boss.
So anyway, designedbyhumans.com, search for Guardian Downcast. We have our store front right in there. It's all in our show notes. Yeah, man.
Do we have any of those? Any replies yet?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked because we actually have one tonight I wanted to play. And this is this is a Virgin SpeakPipe sender.
How do you know they're a Virgin?
Whoa.
Well, we'll just have to find out.
That's really personal. Have you listened to this?
Well, wait a minute now. Let's hear his message and then we'll decide at the end. Here we go. This is one of our typical answers we're going to get. Not typical, but here's an example. Here's an example of one of our questions we have already gotten. And it is from NS Ripsaw 162. See what he has to say.
Hey, GDC, NS Ripsaw here. Sending in my first speak pipe, so let's see how this goes. Question of the month. Why are you a solo player? For me, honestly, it's not by choice. I have a crazy work schedule, 2 day shifts followed by 2 overnight shifts. I got a few days off in between my rotations, but that fills up with life stuff pretty quick. I like doing all the activities, but I haven't done a raid, and I don't think even 2 years at this point. I can't even remember what the last raid I did was. If you do see me on, it's usually in the Crucible, quick play, comp, trials. I like it all, and I'll party up with anybody. You need a carry? Send me an invite. I'll try my best. I'm no god, but I just enjoy playing the game with other people. Hope you're all having a great day, and have fun with it.
Well, I think you did a really good job there, NS Ripsaw. Yeah. Thanks, man.
I wonder how many times you had to record that.
I don't know, but the mic sounded great. It sounded crystal clear.
Yeah,
thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Sure.
Just want to let anybody know, this is for literally anybody and everybody. You can shoot me a DM at any time. I'll try to get back to it. It usually goes into my spam, so I won't see it for probably a day or two. But if you're trying to do a raid, I will gladly try to get as much of the Goop Troop together. Like if it's your first raid after a while, I will gladly try to get anyone from the Goop Troop in to come and help. And at that point, it'll be fun. You'll have a great time doing the raid. So shoot me a DM. I will gladly help out in any way I can.
You guys should keep a count of how many people you Sherpa through. Be kind of cool.
We do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How many?
We give them a tag.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. We just look at our tag.
I can't see it.
That's okay.
I can't see who all.
No, that's all right. Tags, so. We can figure that out internally. Well, good deal. Thanks, NS Ripsaw. Appreciate that question, buddy. And I want to give a shout out to all our Patreon members out there. Did we mention Danger Powers last week?
I don't believe so.
Well, I'm going to mention them again anyway. I want to give a Patreon shout out to all of our Patreon mentors out there. And we have 2 new patrons tonight. I want to make sure we thank. And the first one is Danger Powers 939. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your support and giving back to our community. And Mohawk Angel just joined tonight.
Aww.
Thank you, Mohawk Angel. That was very nice of you.
Thank you, Mohawk.
She did our.
Thank you, Danger.
Yeah, she's a fist bump patron. Just want to give a shout out to our Dungeon Champion patrons. That would be Scoot, the Scarlet KM, Oh Hey Redneck, Technical, Toll the Bell, Sauce Waffle, some dude named Raphy, and of course our OG raid boss patrons. That would be Jealous, Frostbite, and Average Destiny 2 player. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate everything. And ladies, I want to include you too.
Yes.
A quick thank you to all our Patreon members out there. You know who you are. Thank you for giving back to our show and our community. And every dollar goes right back in to our show, making our show better, giving back to our community, whether it's drawings or whatever. So, just know that it goes back to our community. If you find some value in our little show tonight and you decide you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. A link will be down in our description in our show notes. All kinds of tiers. You get a nice, colorful badge, and you get your own private Discord channel in our chat. No feet and spider pics, please. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
the feet pics. All of the feet pics.
So thanks again, everyone. You get a private RSS feed as well, so keep that in mind. You need to activate it first, though. It's on the app and it's on the website, so look at that, all you new members. That way you don't have to fish for it somewhere. It comes right to you where you listen to podcasts. Hazel and I have a podcast called Playing Favorites. We are going to be starting it up very soon. Just tune in, and it's the one that has the magic storybook on it. If you're looking around and trying to find it, it's called Playing Favorites. And Hazel, before we go, any announcements in the community, sir?
There should be, but I've been lazy. So
it's holidays.
No. Yeah, I've got that holiday hangover feeling. So no, unfortunately, not right now. But I am going to post a game out there eventually. I don't know when, but yeah, be on the lookout.
Yeah, we need to get that cranking again, especially the raiding. I love the community raids. Those are always fun. Well, that is a wrap, guys. Another episode in our collection for our listeners out there. We have 181 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those, especially if you're just finding out about us. And if you like what you hear, tell a friend about us. Well, Raphael9199. See, I can call you by your real name. Hey, man, we had a good time tonight.
Oh,
thanks for stopping by tonight. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I definitely had Jesus. I had a lot
It's
of
late.
fun.
You're fading. It's okay. You're fading. I know the feeling.
I was nervous as hell coming into this, but I definitely feel a lot better now than I did.
We wear you down slowly.
We're like a rash.
I was terrified.
We just hang on you, and you're just like, okay, I'm done already. I'm good. Yeah. No, seriously, man, thanks. Thanks for coming on tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
We had a lot of good conversations, too. I appreciate you guys tuning in on that. So
I'm glad I could be a part of it.
Well, is there somewhere you want to give a shout out to where people can find you, whether to Discord or in game or?
You can find me on Xbox at Raphael9199. You can find me on Twitter at the same, and Discord on the same thing.
Very cool, man. Well, thanks
Easy
again,
enough.
man. Again, appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Hazel, where can we find you, sir?
I'm quick and easy. There you go. It is going to be Hazel NT anywhere and everywhere.
You can contact me on the Twitter at Todd the Gatr. Remember, that's 2 Ds and GATR. You can find me on Steam, PS5, and YouTube, my YouTube channel, Todd the Gatr, spelled the same way, where I create videos to help new players try to figure out the little things in this game that we all love, Destiny 2. I have another podcast called the Destiny Help Desk that does the same, but in an audio form. It's like I guess it's kind of a collaboration of my YouTube channel into a podcast just for new players. I mean, anyone can listen to it, but anyway, keep in mind that, this show that you're listening to right now auto posts to my YouTube channel as well. If you want to listen to it while on YouTube, it's available there as well. And of course, I post shorts, every week from our prior shows with little sound bits and 60-second bits, of our show that, I thought were kind of cool. So tune into those as well. All right. Enough promotion. We have a Scum Desk Corner. Aren't you lucky, Raphy? Raphy. So I did there. Okay.
Ralphie, you'll shoot your eye out.
I'm
kid.
fading.
What I was going to say.
I'm fading. All right. We have a Scumdeath's Corner. Uncle Scumdeath, what is going on in the UK this week, brother?
Hello, welcome to Scumdeath's Corner. It's been a nightmare in my house this week. Our living room has been set out for a couple of years, like a Buddhist thing. The girlfriend likes Buddha. There's loads of statues of all that type of thing around the living room. So this week she decided she wants to change it now, and she wants to have the living room like a Gothic living room. So I've been up in the attic, got down her The Crow pictures. She's brought black curtains, loads of sort of trinkets like a ram's head to go on the wall, and all these other things. Oh, my tortoise used to live in the living room. Now that's been shunned out into the dining room because it doesn't fit in with the decor. So the last couple of nights we've been up till like 10 o'clock moving stuff around in the living room. Oh, so now the sort of dining room kitchen area is quite Buddhist now. It's still not finished, but it's a pain in the ass. I go up the attic, it's like, right, is there anything else going up in the attic? No, right, get rid of the ladder, close the attic, and then come back downstairs and, oh, I forgot about these bits. It's not that, Jesus Christ's sake. So I am sat in the dining room now, and it's starting to look like a Buddhist Zen thing. What I might do is cover the kitchen in sand and rake it in them Zen lines, I don't know. But yeah, so this week's been rather hectic. Changing your whole house around and changing the aspect of it is a right pain in the ass. She spent a fortune on like bits and bobs. I'm like, oh yeah, it looks really nice. She's like, well, I'm not finished yet. I've got shelves coming to put, and more trinkets to put on. So I've got to make shelves, put it in the living room. It's going to be cluttered to fuck. Oh, I don't even go in the fucking living room, Oh, God. So, yeah, that's where I'm at this week. It's been a bloody nightmare. But, I don't know. I don't have a say in the matter. So I'll just go, yes, darling, and get on with it. So, anyway. Anyway, I love you all and take care. Bye. Oh, fuck my life.
Can you imagine a Zen garden in his house? Oh my God. Oh.
It's so hard not to interrupt with laughter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Just one day. That's all I need. One day. Just shadow him around. It'd be just the coolest day. Hey, everyone. Continue. Remember, as you're playing the new season of Seraph, take breaks, get outside and touch some grass every so often. Continue to be safe, everyone, and more importantly, take care of one another. Life's too damn short.
Defeat is not surrender, Guardian.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Catch y'all later.
That'll work.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm able to come back on, I would definitely have
hell yeah,
definitely have something lined up for that.
That is not out of the question, dude. I had a great time tonight.
Definitely
man.
not.
It was a lot of fun.
Yep,
it was a lot of fun.
Maybe we can do it.
Almost in tears.
Maybe we can do an original Goop Troop show one night. That might be
God
cool.
help us.
Oh, that would be tough though, wouldn't it?
That would be insane.
Like wrangling cats, I think.
Well, I think it'd be better almost to do like a raid and just like play that raid.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. I think Kingsley's tried doing that a few times. Yeah. Nice. All right, gentlemen. That is it for me tonight.
I'd give it to The Rock. I'd be curious to see what the hell he'd come up with.
You smell what The Rock's cooking? I guess not. Okay. That's going to be an outtake. I swear to God, that'll be an outtake.
He would definitely do something with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, pretty much.